Rachel will be for a different universe, not this
I
one.
can't wait for that. I honestly can't wait for it.
It is so. By the way, I just now started stream, but it is
Oh.
so annoying that I have to create a new broadcast every time. One of these days I will figure OBS out, but for the time being, I mean, obviously, could please continue the conversation because yes, the whole thing with Rachel on the Friday game is certainly very very interesting.
I can't wait for I messaged Jem being like, "Oh, Rachel's absolutely going to tear into this man. I already see it happening."
The conversation that Rachel is going to have with Anderson is a very is going to be a very nuanced one. It's going to be a very very by the way, hello everybody who is here, who is not here, but possibly in the future. But for right now, we play in silence.
Yeah, we don't. One of these days, someone will come and see all these chaotic things, and will be our friends.
Possibly.
One
It would
day.
make great background noise. I'm just saying. You got homework you got to do. You need something on while you're playing a game. Cleaning. Something to fall asleep to.
Right, right.
You just want to listen to
you
a
need
group
some
of
some goobers to laugh at because you had a bad day.
Because you had a bad day. Jem's not
I
in the roll 20. There he is now.
We're
I was
totally
getting into
not
it.
gonna get copyright claimed.
Here, Anderson gets to go into the shame corner. He doesn't exist.
He
It
doesn't
didn't
live
move
here.
on my computer. Oh no! What did my computer do? Why did I say that?
Howish.
Viruses. Okay.
Powish, Anderson, Powish.
It was just how I
Powish.
yeah, because I don't know if there is even a way for me to get rid of him. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And now it won't bloody take the. There we go. There we go. Got it. Did it. Okay. All right. So Stephanie, get off of her phone.
Well, I'm
because-
sorry. Are we starting?
Yes.
This coming from the person who
Yes.
Eric Kirby. We do One Piece.
Yeah, because I don't run the One Piece game.
I'm not running this.
Oh
game.
my god.
So when last we left our trainers, by the way, if everyone would put their character tokens down in yonder corner.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Yonder corner. Which yonder corner? Oh, the one with the big tube. It's
Down
close
here.
15.
Not the tube. No, not the one with the
Oh.
tube. Down here.
Oh no.
Where?
Down here.
I don't
Down
see
here.
it on here. What do you mean?
Scroll down.
Where? Oh, I see. Gotcha,
Well, the
gotcha.
only other
Now,
character
what am I
is-
tokens?
Yeah, go to that
It's
one.
you silence your
Drag and
sass
drop.
shade, will you?
I shall not. This is the one campaign where I don't have to silence my sass.
Oh no, Aries in the sewage water.
Oh
no,
no, Harry.
Something happened to her.
There we go. There we go.
That's gross.
Everyone.
She's
and
gonna get
everyone,
eaten by a scrope.
And everyone is accounted for. But yes, so
Everyone's accounted for.
when last we left our trainers, who would like to give the
No.
recap?
You know, when last we left our, or no, I think did I do it last week? I think I did
You
it
did
last
do it
week.
last time, and I did the time.
So then
before
I don't
then,
get
so
to.
That makes it Jet's turn.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, when last we left our trainers, we had just gotten it. Well, we were in the cafe when we were overhearing a conversation, and someone stormed off, and you know, some little moron decided that he was going to go and talk to this person that was left in the fallout that was happening there. Oh yes. Oh my god. As well as Eri that also wanted to see who this person was because, you know, bandages. What could that mean, right? It's like, geez, this person must have been through the ringer. But, you know, we find out that his name is Jack, that he's part of the Elite Four, which is one of the strongest one, I believe. The strongest of the Elite Four, yes?
Hi.
Okay, good, good. Okay, yes. And the reason he has bandages is because he has a sort of affliction, because he was bitten by a beast, a silver arbok, as he described it. Yes. So
Yeah,
that
I
that
mean,
was yeah, that
he didn't
was
want to tell you guys about
something.
that, but you guys kept pestering him, so
Yeah, I mean, we got it out of him, didn't we? We did good. We did good. We got the information we needed. And now what chaos will wake from said information. Anyway, yeah, no. So he told us about that. Told us about what he's trying to do. That he doesn't have too much time, and he's trying to find the damn thing, and make sure it doesn't hurt anyone else. Yeah, and like that person that he was arguing with was apparently a friend of his, which uh-oh, also looks like that was the champion.
oh
uh
man.
you know her name, I have it written down here. Lucille Morningstar, yes, the champion of Hano. Ooh, my goodness, that was something. You know, after a little bit, he decides that he's gonna be quite kind to these peasants and
He
pay
would
for our drinks.
he would not call you peasants. If anything, you're adorable little baby trainers that he needs to take care of.
Bebes.
I I hear you. Counterpoint: we are peasants regardless.
I
Have you
mean that
seen how much money we have?
I mean, look, okay, if you wanna bring yourself down like that, that's your own prerogative.
We have zero money now. It's like it's all gone. Everything is gone, but it's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fine because we have ice cream.
I was gonna say, was it worth it? You bought stuff.
Yeah, which we're getting to. So if the two of you would kindly remind me what you guys got to drink and or eat from the the cafe.
It was a moo milk tea, and then it
Hmm.
was a little tea cake for the toady dial.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I had the Nomo berry cake, which is basically like a lemon cake, and then a peanut tea, just like a pineapple tea.
Yeah. And each of them
Yes.
gave you various benefits.
Indeed.
Yes. I wonder
Because
what they are. Maybe listen to the last episode and find out.
yeah, right. Look, Cafe number 6 is a very powerful place.
It is. We got to come back here, guys. But
We rolled the good numbers.
we
Sure did.
did.
Tim,
We
you also
got
have a
an
person who
100.
is trying to let you know different things if you have not already seen it in different channels of the place that
No.
we are looking at things.
No, because I don't because I'm not
Are they in the shadow realm?
no, they're
Trying to
not.
communicate with you?
No, they're not. They're just
In exile.
nothing's been rolled yet, so I know so you shouldn't so I don't know if you should be able to see dice or anything like that. Somebody
No, not dice from on Discord.
Yeah, I know. I'm on I did shock of all shocks. I'm not on my phone when I'm running a game.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Matt was trying to send you stuff to
Yeah,
let you
yeah,
know
yeah.
about stream stuff.
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to do it in a subtle way, but my subtlety was a failure.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, there we go. I think it has something to do with OBS messing with full screen messing with OBS, but that should have did it.
Okay.
Yes. Any hoozles, so we have our drinks. We decide that we're gonna go and try and either power up a little or catch some team members. So we all decide to go to the sewer after discovering that Jet apparently has an inverse of the type chart for some reason, which I wonder what. But yeah, no, we go to the sewers, but then we were like, there's a sign here that says we need a rebreather if we want to live. Well, not live, but not have
If-
a hard time breathing in the sewers
If you want to
because
be
it's the
breathing
sewers.
literal sludge.
Yes, exactly. It's like you want to ruin your lungs at the ripe age of 20? Go ahead, by all means. But
you're not.
yeah, no.
This one isn't even related to that other character that has bad lungs.
Indeed.
We don't need to talk about we don't need to talk about Ethan Winters or the Mold Man.
We do not need to talk about yeah. Why would we ever talk about people that aren't here?
Not like we were doing that at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, right.
It's you know what? Removed from the mind. Okay. All right, everyone forgot everything. Cool. But yeah. No, we decide we're gonna go get rebreathers, but while we're going to the store, we bump into an ice cream man who has rare ice cream that apparently does stuff, which to those who don't know, Blue Moon ice cream that raises it has a 70% chance of raising a loyalty with Pokemon, as well as some healing restoratives.
Yep.
But yeah, but both Ari and Jet were like, "Oh, I want some ice cream," and then Zenith was like, "Oh, okay, you guys take it." To which Shed bought ice cream for Zenith and shoved it into their bag, which was now Zenith has some Blue Moon ice cream, as well as Ari that has her own Blue Moon ice cream. And as apparent retaliation, quote unquote, Zenith decided to buy us the rebreathers. So yeah, now we have those. We have the
50
ability to breathe.
A completely fair trade for the Blue Moon ice cream. That was like 700 Poke, I think.
I mean, we didn't ask for anything, okay? But we were given something regardless. So that's already quite a token.
We're being friends. We're making friendship.
Yeah, that hit show?
That's definitely what friendship is.
I bought you something, so now you're my friend.
I don't know. Anyway. Jet's way of making friends was by grabbing people and saying, "You're my friend now," so you know.
I mean,
which is a perfectly usable strat.
I was gonna say it worked for Jet.
It did work
multiple times, honestly.
Yeah, it has twice now, or at least 3 times.
The casual yoink. Anyway, yeah, we bought all that stuff and decided to head back to the sewer, which that is where we left off our cliffhanger.
Oh, yes. So
I hope I covered everything.
Well done, Jet.
I mean, you covered enough for two potatoes for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's an awful lot of starch. Don't spend them all at once, or do. I don't care.
Before we start, do we get
I'm going to eat them
that are in the pots?
No, those happen every in-game day that you water them.
Do I get points for having an egg?
Yes, you get to roll a D100
Yay!
and see how much you add. And if you're anything like the people with eggs in my Friday game, it's other one.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
It's about to be pretty funny.
1D100.
Do I get rewards for existing?
You put the backslash in front of the R instead of behind it.
You know, if you go over to the top corner, there's a little arrow that has a dice thing that lets you pick like a D100.
Yeah, but if she does it like that, but then she'll never work.
Look at that!
Look at that!
Yeah,
good job.
That's pretty good.
Great job.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm excited as I am for this baby to hatch. Please don't hatch in the sewer.
Well, there's a anyway.
It is Easter today, so it would be thematic.
You know what? Perish. Anyway.
Never.
Anyway.
Wait. Can sounds be heard inside? It's so close to hatching?
No, if anything, it's like it appears to move occasionally. It may be close to hatching.
It moves occasionally. Good, don't hatch in here, baby. I'm actually very scared for you to hatch in here with your little lungs.
I mean, that depends completely on you guys, depending on if I can get the introduction done.
I'm sorry, did you want to say something?
No, it's fine. I only run this game, but clearly you guys got it. Anyway.
Have I ever told you the consistency of dirt?
Damn it,
Hush.
shush.
Hush. We are
Silence.
30 minutes in. So, as the three of you walk into the sewers, thankfully with the rebreathers in hand, the smell is a bit more manageable. It's not like immediately vomit inducing, which is very nice, which is, a very nice relief. Each of you walking through come down into this entrance down here that all of your characters are in. And yes, you see what you see before you, a large, grandiose structure of rock and flowing water. There appears to be water on either side of you as the stone path extends, uh, as you can clearly see, further ahead into what appears to be a maze-like structure of a place. I would like to know, seeing as how you all can see where it is you're going in front of you, where it is you would like to go and what it is you would like to do.
You know. Oh Jesus! I heard
I
myself
will
echo. That
also
was weird.
mention there appear to be light fixtures that are what you call chiseled into the stone walls that hang above where the water is, just in like, you know in separations of about 10 to 20 feet. They appear to just be like, just standard, just what you call light bulb kind of things. So it's like, you guys aren't wandering completely in the dark here.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I guess the first thing would be is just like is looking at each other. It's like, okay, well, I guess we should try to choose a path through here and try not to get too far into here, just in case.
Just in case what?
We get attacked by something that's way too strong for us.
Now, what would that be doing here?
We can just stay straight. That way, it's an easy way to track our way back.
That is
Also,
true.
and unfortunately, I have not figured out how to play this off of the jukebox here, but I can send this into the group chat at the very least. Hey, yeah, Radiata Stories OST for any one of you that played PlayStation 2 back in the day.
Oh, I love PlayStation 2.
Rada. Oh my gosh.
Turn on the music so that we have themes.
Yeah,
Ambiance.
yeah.
Gotta love it.
I love beans.
I love it. I think OBS actually lets you play music as well. I just don't know how to do it through OBS.
Yeah, and look, one of these days we will figure the things out. But for right now, we have a game to play. Damn it!
We
Speaking of
do.
which, players, play the game. Damn it!
I said let's go
Okay.
straight.
Players, play the game.
Things in corners. Okay.
Yes. You know.
I guess the first thing Xanath will do is just start wandering this way.
That away.
That away.
You
Will
can
also wander.
click on it and then use the arrow keys too.
Beep, beep, beep.
All right.
Tim has not stopped us, so I guess we will continue moving. Have we
Good
lost
to
Jet?
know. No,
I don't know,
Jet is here. Jet is not moving though for some reason.
It appears that your friend Jet has been paralyzed from the waist down. Here, allow me to remove them.
No, wait.
Be gone.
Okay, I guess it's just set an area now.
Okay.
Be gone.
I don't. It didn't want to move for some reason. I was like, it's not moving. You know, while this is happening, I would honestly like to see if I can hear any rhythms or something in trouble.
I don't know about anything in trouble, but if you want, you can make a perception check, and you guys can stop at that crossroads. To start off with, I would like to know,
Mhm.
first of all, as you make your way through, you see that there is no shortage of, a peculiar type of wild Pokemon down here. There appear to be things like Grimer, Sprout and other sorts of poison type Pokemon that seem to be enjoying themselves in the sewage water, as well as scurrying away just up and above and just kind of around you. Every now and again, see things like Rattata and Spinarak
Mm.
and other such vermin-like Pokemon. Occasionally, you may see something like a trash kitten, like a Purloin or a Stunky, but those seem to run off relatively quickly. As for what you had
Hmm.
said before, to see if you can find any sort of rhythm, why don't you make for me your choice of either perception or performance check?
You know, who would I be if I didn't go performance?
This was for Jet.
Uh, I didn't.
Yuri
Can
decides
I
to pick
can I take that
Yuri
role?
decides to pick up a beat for no reason, and
I'm having a great time
you're
with this
just
too,
humming
but
along. Isn't it hilarious that
Dang.
Yuri somehow has a higher performance score than Jet does? How did that happen?
That's
she's got
odd.
a lot of charisma, man.
Yep,
I have
I
definitely the
no
mean,
only thing
charisma.
that's happening there.
Yeah, charisma and tragic backstory.
I have no charisma.
That's
I have
okay.
no
I
charisma.
have no charisma.
That's okay. It appears that both of the other people in this party are charisma boys, so it should be fine.
I don't have to have it.
I don't need it.
Anyway, for the person who is actually supposed to roll that, uh,
Spy.
I did.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, Jet,
Hmm.
you start picking up a modicum of a beat. You're not getting anything like hyper specific, but there's definitely like a rhythm to the way that the water there's a sound, like the sound of water flowing has a distinct rhythm to it, and even your own footfalls on the gray stone that reverberate through this place seem to echo ever so slightly, and you're just like you're keeping up, you're kind of bopping along. What exactly is it that you're wanting to get from this?
So like when I say listen to a rhythm, I want to see if there's any like above game. I want to see if there's any like musical Pokemon or at least something that is like it's making rhythm. It's like it knows music and understands it.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'll say nothing specific comes to your ear at the moment. It's more just like you're just kind of like bopping along and just like keeping on. But the Pokemon around seem to kind of notice a little bit. So perhaps something will come of this.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. But yes, I will also mention, as you all can see, you have all come to a crossroads. Oh boy. Where all would you like to go?
I was gonna ask the question if any of these have any spots that look like they're pretty fishable.
Uh, Currently, not specifically. You could, I mean, technically speaking, anywhere is fishable so long as it has enough water. So it's like if you really wanted to try, you could try fishing in the gunk water, but it's one flowing very rapidly, so you may accidentally lose something if you put it in there. And two, you also get the distinct feeling that unless you wanted to catch something like a Grimer or something like that, you'd be probably better off either going further in or trying somewhere that isn't literal running poop water.
Okay, understandable. Hmm.
At least as far as your current notice. I mean, obviously everyone can see the map as it is, but you guys here at the crossroads don't have the information that it provides just yet.
I
Understandable. I see a spot that I want to go to, but try to
Yeah,
figure out a
right.
way to in character explain going over there, but I can't. So
Should we
No, or
keep
the
going straight, or do you guys want to take a different path?
Kind of just following Cena at the moment. This place got a lot of noises though. Kind of dig it.
Right? It's got a certain beat to it.
What?
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
dude.
You,
Dab me up. Dab me up.
you're too
Yeah, man.
confused me greatly.
Not dab me up.
It's Ari, you've been requested a dab up. Will you accept?
We'll accept.
Okay. Jet, as the person who instigated this dab, you will be getting permanent disadvantage for the entirety of forever. Uh,
Cool. Awesome.
I want you to know that this is a curse, and you will never remove it.
Okay,
You've been
cool.
cursed because of dabs.
I'm never gonna redeem myself. You will never live this down as far as I'm concerned. For as long as I live.
He just wanted a fancy handshake. What will we ever do?
he just wanted a handshake, a fancy one.
But yes, in any case, it appears that Eerie is making her way up ever so slightly the straight path.
Yeah, Zen is just falling behind. They're just falling behind. She's looking at these two like, what is wrong with you guys?
Okay.
Don't open that door.
All right.
It sounds like this character.
As you are continuing along, by all means, feel free to continue talking to each other. If either of you would like to try and roll to see it would like to roll for a wild Pokemon encounter, you may try that, or you can just continue on as you like.
I want to try that.
Okay. If that is the case, please go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. Every time I see your guys' your hit points, I look at them and I'm like, oh wow, there's just I don't have to do a lot.
Well, I'm level 1.
I know.
I love looking at the 11 HP and then going back to the other games and going,
oh, wow,
look at that 90 plus.
It's just like you guys are level 1. You have anywhere from 9 to 10 health, and it's just like I know there are things even here on this floor that can just hurt you. It's just like
you gotta put the training wheels back on. We're just little baby trainers.
I did.
Babies.
Look at the training. Yes, the training wheels have already been put back on. I'm just saying.
And get me anything with the training wheels.
Yes, it does. So I mean, that's the thing. You're rolling for an encounter. You're getting something even if you crit fail. It's just it's just it's a spectrum of rarity. Unfortunately, with a 10, a roll that is completely average, you come across a completely average Pokemon, the staple, the OG, the best friend of any beginning trainer. You see a Rattata.
Joey would be so happy.
Do we want to roll to see if it's shiny?
I mean, you can certainly try. You can roll 2d20s, and if both of them are natural 20s, it'll be shiny.
Sure, why not?
We're not 20 and a 1 or 2 nat 1s.
Yeah. We're in all honesty, we are kind of lenient with shinies here because again, they mean negative anything. They're just aesthetic.
They're aesthetically pleasing. That's about it.
They give you that's unfortunate.
It is a basic garden variety Rattata that you have found. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
It's not the banana Rattata. That's so sad.
Oh, you engage the Rattata with in Batil.
In Batil. Yeah.
In Batil.
Mm-hmm. Also,
oh, really?
Dun, 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 dun. I'm not gonna bother going over to even the basic combat map because I can just put a token down on this one.
Rattata, the rat Pokemon.
We're walking around. Eerie sees a Rattata. Fight instinct kicks in.
Rattata, the basic ass rat Pokemon.
If that's its actual entry, that would be hilarious.
I'm
I'm
betting
gonna
there's a trainer who would really like this Pokemon.
Is
that
his
you
name
don't
Trainer
that you
Joey?
guys don't know about.
I feel like he lives in
I was
Oh.
thinking about the kid who has the 1% Rattata.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey.
The top
Yeah.
1%.
Yeah,
Joey.
definitely
Joey in
him.
the Johto
Yes.
region. Yeah.
Yes, Tim.
Yes. Him.
Definitely him.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
No one
Yep.
else.
Affirmative. I just
Who are we
have to
talking about?
I just have to sit here and nod and politely hope that no one figures anything out because there's
See,
somebody here that knows
Oh,
secret because there's somebody in the
see,
group that
Tim,
knows
I feel
secrets.
so bad that I know this because I wasn't because I thought knowing it was gonna be okay because I didn't think I'd be part of the game when I learned that information.
Right.
And I have said nothing.
I understand.
Nothing.
you have
Certainly.
been good up until this point.
In any case. Oh, oop! I forgot to put the song on loop.
I do that sometimes.
Yep. Doop.
Then just
That's
tell my
hilarious.
Pokemon stat up.
You're what?
You still have.
Oh,
Eevees,
you're.
yeah.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, I'm pretty sure I put Eevee's stuff in on your
I think you did actually.
on your sheet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I.
Ooh, Jen, can I interest you in a piece of
You
pepperoni?
did. Yay.
What level is? What level does it say it is? Because you should be level 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's level 1.
Anyway, behold, here be rat. Here be rat, rat, man.
The wrong one.
The one and only Rattata here be it.
I love having a Totodile that doesn't know bite but bites things.
You can.
I mean, it
also
learns it
drag and
pretty
drop,
early, doesn't it?
Eevee out as well.
Yeah.
You've got Scratch and Leer, and
Yeah,
that's it.
so I would have had Eevee in it, or I'm sorry, Harmony is what I nicknamed it, in the Pokeball, because obviously air quality, not great. And we only have the rebreathers for ourselves, so
You can drag and drop.
yeah, I was just getting the
Yep.
thing
Mm-hmm.
on my end. Hey, you do the thing. Thank you. Yes. Perfect. Go Harmony.
Yeah, that thing. You need to
Eep,
double
weep, weep.
check.
I wish I could eat popcorn, but I have this rebreather on.
Yep, nope. Your old profile did not survive the transfer to a new phone, so
Oh well. Good thing we have everything we need right here.
okay, yeah, there we go.
And its AC is up 1 because of the
Yeah,
cake.
because of the cake
Yeah.
for the next 2 battles.
Yay!
Of which this will be one of.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Oh,
Okay.
they're trying to steal the cheese.
Battle engage. You need to roll initiative.
I sure do.
Who needs initiative?
Like the thing.
Tim does. Tim needs initiative.
Well,
See, where were you when I
Dang.
needed for him to be shiny?
okay, so the Rattata got not a natural one, so it's gonna go first.
Okay.
So
That's hilarious.
Rattata looking over at you was like it was going to just kind of scurry off, but then you were just like, "Go, Eevee, beat up this rat," and it's just like "Rat," as it what you call swiftly and startledly and lashes out at the Eevee in front of it. It's going to use tackle.
Okay.
Okay. Does a 7 hit Eevee?
No, it does not.
Yeah, I thought not. Okay.
Is it going to do a bonus action?
It's level 1. It can't.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I have bonus actions at level 1. Not that it would help me here, but
Currently your Eevee is statted at level 2.
what?
Yeah, I just upped the CR for it because it doesn't add actual levels on Roll20.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I am gonna have Evie use covet.
Okie dokie. Well, why don't you go ahead and roll the hit?
Okay. Where do I?
Click it.
Okay.
All right. That a 19 will certainly hit.
Okay. It is 1d plus 1 normal damage. And does it have a held item?
No, it does
Okay.
not. It's a D. So yeah, that's a D10 plus 1 for damage.
Does covet do the more damage if you have an item or if not?
No, covet just steals an item if you do have
I
one.
was kind of hoping to have Black
Oh,
Sludge.
It
Gotta
why
find a
would it?
grimer for that.
I don't know. I don't know what's in the sewers. It's gross here. Who knows?
Anyway, yeah, that's right.
black mold and jelly sandwich.
All right. You strike the Rattata for 4 damage. It has been coveted. It does not have an item for you to steal mercilessly. However, now that the Rattata has taken damage, it sees that you are no normal threat. It must retaliate with its full force, as it is going to attack with a tackle once again.
All of these battles.
Always, dude.
They
It's like,
feel so
Jesus.
funny.
Okay, so that's a 21 to hit you.
Okay, that will hit.
Yep, I should certainly hope so. Here's just the basic.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Evie will take 7 points of normal damage if rolled pretty high on his damage roll.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's it. That's his turn.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, an actual battle? This is insane.
Right.
Unless you guys just keep missing.
Right.
I mean, the Rattata did a you saw that it did a sizably damaging hit.
Evie will do quick attack.
Is that something you can so again, we need to update your character sheet. It doesn't know that yet.
Well, can I keep the roll?
You know what? Sure, if you want to switch over to a different move.
Okay.
Sure.
Which still
I was gonna say it was
yeah.
that was gonna hit regardless anyway.
So okay, just for real quick, are these the only moves over here than that I know? I can do I know these two and nothing else?
Yeah. So the idea would be that these would be your starting moves. So, but one of them got replaced with your egg moves.
Okay.
So yeah, basically those two there, and then
Okay.
what you call helping hand.
Okay.
But yes, covet will hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep going.
There it is.
Oh boy!
Were we supposed
Now
to have egg moves?
5 damage.
That's what I was
Rattata's.
just thinking. Were we supposed to have an egg move?
Yeah, you guys could have egg moves.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I guess it's a
I
little
did
too
not
late
do
for
that.
that.
I mean, you guys could do that now while this Rattata battle's happening.
Well, we'll rank on that. Okay, cool. I was unaware of this knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, some things are just bound to slip through the cracks. Anyway, the Rattata takes another vicious blow from Eevee as it is once again taken 5 points of cute damage. The Rattata, seeing that it may not be long for this fight anymore, decides to tap into its inner well, its vast expenditures of pure strength, as it's going to attack with tackle once again.
No, not tail whip.
You don't know it has that. Shut up.
What are you talking about?
All right, that's a 19 to hit.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
It's rolling really good.
This rat is insane. What
For
the
the
heck?
exact same, for the exact same, another 7 damage. Eevee is not looking super hot.
Okay. Yeah, I know. But I believe I have. You just. Thank you. I would like to use one of my potions on Evie.
All right. You may use a potion on Evie. I need to actually look up what that does. I'm pretty sure it's 2d4 plus 2, but I need to double check. Dingus. Dingus bingus. Because I opened the wrong PDF.
Two D4 plus what?
Hold on. I'm finding it. Potion. Yep. 2d4 plus 2.
Are you kidding me with this?
Evie restores 5 HP. But that will be your turn. Will it be enough to help you? Will it be enough for you to survive? There's only one way to find out. Rattata, seeing that you have taken the time to heal, is going to, it's stupid. It may actually do that. Let's see.
Oh, I remember now. Toxel doesn't have any egg moves. The app didn't show any. Yeah. Oh,
The Denver
well.
baby has no egg move.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
The Rattata, seeing that you have gone on the defensive, will attempt to do the same, as it will target you with Tail Whip. Make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, so it would be it's +1. You pass with a 13.
Yay!
The Rattata uses a Tail Whip, but Evie is able to resist. It is your turn.
Okay, Tim, is this an immediate or is it a 2-turn deal?
That is a 2-turn. You have to charge it.
I hope you know this. Such epic battle is so greatly shadowed by this background music.
Right?
This is calm, like chill background music.
And this rat is just throwing out its life here.
Right?
So it's the vibe is off.
You just have to not roll ass for damage.
Yeah, literally. All right, we'll try Covet again.
13. Well, I hate to tell you that just barely hits.
I can't stand you. My butt is so clenched right now.
Bye bye. Bye bye, rat.
Goodbye, rat.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh my god.
This is unreal. This is not. This is a simulation.
Attacking me specifically.
Rattata has once again taken another 4 points of cute damage. It is where's the rat? Where is it?
He used run
Dracula. Oh.
No.
No, Evie ate it.
You somehow Evie got on top of the rat.
Yeah, I was using Covet.
Yep. But yes, Rattata has taken another 4 points of cute damage. You can see that the Rattata is on its last legs. It is not long for this world. It is going to summon with the last ounce of its strength one permanent tackle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
This is
This is
awful.
That is a slutty 20 to hit you.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
god.
I am not. I'm genuinely. You can look at the dice if you want.
How many 19s and 20s have you rolled since this battle?
It has a +4 attack bonus, same as you. Yeah, you have a +4.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, you have a +3.
Okay.
They're depending.
So it's slightly better.
No. This Rattata spawned in with a hindering nature. Technically, it just has a high dex, I guess. Anyway, we'll see. We shall see if this is in fact the final countdown.
Fine. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to copyright.
I can't tell. It's too dark. You hit me with a 6.
It's +2. So Evie will be taking 8 damage.
Okay, but as a Hanan, I have a Defy Death.
Oh, that's right. You do
So
have that.
when I'm reduced to 0 HP, you can restore 1 HP immediately.
Yep, you can do that for either yourself or your Pokemon. One.
So Eevee is at 1 HP then.
Okay. Would you like to describe how it is you do that?
Well, I feel like it's an attack that like should knock Eevee down,
Oh,
but
it definitely is.
yeah, but like due to like some training we've done before, it like kind of like summons the will to like kind of push through.
Okay.
And like it staggers, but then gets like back on its like paws and like kind of shakes its head and like is like trying. You can tell it's trying to like fight through.
Is Erie attempting to encourage Eevee in any sort of way, or?
Well, yeah, obviously, Eevee, you can do it. Hang in there.
All right. Well,
You see a little heart up here above its head. Eevee is holding on.
It is your turn.
Punch it.
You could punch it.
What? I'm not gonna punch a Pokemon.
I'm just you could hit it. It has not that much health
I
left.
I know that, but as you can see, Tim, I'm rolling 4s for damage, and you are rolling 6s and 20s.
I mean, I can't look. The murder dice do what the murder dice do.
That's gonna miss.
Would anyone care to help Erie in these?
Wait, I have an inspiration.
That's true. You do have an inspiration.
I will use the inspiration.
Okay. You may roll again. A natural 20.
Okay, now we're talking. Wow.
Good
Now we're
job.
talking. All right.
I mean, once
a
again,
number.
this is an opportune moment for Erie to cheer on her Pokemon.
If
Come on,
she's
Harmony,
not, then
finish
Jen,
it.
or at least Zenith is in the background going, "You got this."
So for
Come on, dude.
so for a critical hit, you would add a maximum instance of damage onto this. So that is a 14 plus 11 because that's 1d10 plus 1 maxed out.
Okay.
So that is 15 damage altogether that you have done. We're gonna see if this Rattata lives.
Just say it lives. Don't kill
I
it.
wasn't going to.
Oh my gosh, my butt is already clenched. I just wanted to win. I didn't want to kill it.
I know.
Not a statement I thought I'd hear.
First battle Erie does immediately murders a Rattata.
Just like I'm not. Just like I wasn't trying to murder the rat.
Who is trying to murder the rat?
Me.
You should tell us, Tim.
Oh.
Okay.
So I would say Eevee, having staggered back to its feet, shaking its head with all its might, goes in for a covet and hits it like probably like in a vital area like the neck, and it just kind of like honks the Rattata and it falls back and knocks it out.
Yep. I will mention that was not enough damage to immediately murder it, so that's good.
Good. I didn't want to do that.
But it does. Eevee does as you had described, attacks it in a vital area, and you all see the Rattata with the last of its gas tips over. There we go. It is now on the ground and
Oh no! No, it has been
gains 40
Draculated back
EXP.
into the land.
Good job, honey. My poor baby though is definitely.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it got her a fifth of the way to a level up, so there's that.
So apparently I can use my level 2 attacks here soon.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to go ahead and try using another potion.
It only took all of Eevee's health and
Okay, we gotta get EXP here somehow.
And your racial ability.
I love that at any point she could have like asked us for help, but we just didn't. So we're just staying there in the back, just clapping.
How the frick did I have such a mundane time with my fight, and you had the fight for your life with a rat? I don't understand.
Welcome to Hano.
At any time.
Welcome to Hano.
It just costs their PP.
Okay. So we would use Wish.
Yeah. So that's the big thing with Wish is it has limited PP.
Okay.
So, but yes, go ahead and describe that. I assume the others are cool with hers taking just a couple of seconds to have to have Evie use Wish and then heal
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Harry
would we be
is
against Evie being healthy?
gonna like be petting Evie and be like, Evie, use Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Evie is just like Evie, and you see a small amount of cosmic power surround Evie for a second. For a little bit, nothing happens until eventually they begin to glow with a almost starry light as the wounds on Evie's body begin to rapidly heal.
You did such a good job, Harmony. I'm so proud of you.
Mhm. Okay,
Full health, yay!
but back straight up to full health. Wish is such a
Hey, Wish
broken
is
move,
really
isn't
good
it?
at the beginning whenever
Yeah.
you
Wish
have
is
very low HP.
I mean, Wish is a broken move even in late game for this system because the dice scale up.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Yeah, this is a Wish at level 1.
So what I'm
Anyway, good.
hearing is I need to get a wish.
Anyway, goodbye, Rit. What are you talking about? You already have one. You have Evie. Evie do Wish. It has a range of 50 feet. She can use it on any. She can use it on
True,
any
it
of you.
says choose an ally.
Yep,
That's
and
true.
you are technically an ally to yourself.
Mhm.
Anyway,
That's
yes.
true.
Has a
Uh,
range of 50 feet.
But yes, the Rattata soundly defeated. What
That was not soundly. That was terrifying, actually.
what would the group like to do now?
I guess our
Um,
next goal would be walking forward and just being like, I hope that
At any point, either of you two can also roll for Pokemon Counter if you want.
I'm gonna put Evie back
I
in the ball.
I want to make this meaningful, so I will wait.
I mean, it's not like you guys are in effectively a dungeon, so you can highlight and then hit X space and there you go.
Okay. Good job, Harmony. Return.
Harmony goes back into the ball. But yeah, this is a dungeon. You guys can roll for multiple encounters. It just, so long as it's not too terribly
Do
many
it
of
at
them.
your own peril, though, guys. That was
Yes,
terrifying.
exactly.
Tim is
Yeah.
rolling really mean tonight.
yeah, don't
I-
roll for
my
don't
murder
roll for like
dice
7 billion encounters.
My murder dice are out for blood, evidently.
Yeah, what was that, like 19,
Today
20, 19?
is the
Something
day
like-
we die.
To rats.
You know, at least if
specifically.
we die, we're at the very beginning, and it won't be that hard to catch back up.
7,000 freaking rats. Eat this man.
It wasn't even. It was one. It was one rat. One rat did. One
Yeah,
rat
if there
to
was
rule
more
them
than
all,
one, we
evidently.
might have troubles.
Loki was thinking about
Oh
cannibalism,
man,
but
it's
I
almost like
already
this
have
is a
my
sewer and it's filled with rats. Maybe. Oh man.
Anyway,
Who knows?
anyway. It appears that Zenith is marching forward. What do the other two? What do the other two you want to do?
Also march forward while still listening to the rhythms, trying to like ping out anything.
I will mention for you specifically, Jet, as you get closer up,
Mm.
you do hear the roaring and rushing of water getting ever and steadily louder as eventually, Erie and Zenith, you would see the reason for why that would be happening. All of you are hearing that the water is getting louder, but Jets in specific can hear that, oh hey, there's something specific. As you
Mhm.
get to this area, there is what you see a large open body of what looks to be clear water. There specifically is a sort of pump here that seems to be a dual purpose water purifier as well as a effectively a sort of like hydrant of some kind. It appears to be storing and dispersing water up above.
I bet the
Oh,
grinders
so
don't
like
like
a
that.
fountain.
Yeah, it's effectively a type of fountain. It's just not, spewing water out here. It appears to be just like the area here around it is like the byproduct of the water purification, essentially.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I will note. I will mention to you, Zenith. This does in fact seem like an area that you potentially could fish in.
Oh, hey Tim, you
Do we
never did
want to
my
take a
Rattata Pokedex
risk
entry.
and
I yeah the
do some fishing?
Rattata, the basic ass rat Pokemon. Rattata is a rat and it bites things. You're welcome.
Choose your tables. Garbage. Get rid of
It's a rat. What did you expect?
It's a rat. What do you want? I'm not doing Pokedex entries. But look,
You
this
want?
world is already running off of Microsoft DOS. I don't know what more you want from me.
Pokedex
We want a
entry.
rat that can read a book.
Don't we already have that?
Oh wait, you
Not
just put the
here.
Pokemon map on your computer at some point.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't done.
I I, I will do that after session tonight because that is yeah. That will be
You know what,
that
Tim?
will be infinitely easier.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, Zenith.
Am I only allowed one fishing encounter per dungeons, or am I
Nope.
allowed more than one fishing time?
No, fishing works. Fishing is the exact same as normal Pokemon counters. You have as many of those as you have time you're willing to spend and PP that you have to use in battle.
Understandable. You know what? I have not shown this off yet because I haven't used it yet, but I would like to use my fancy fishing pole to do some fishing.
Ooh, your fancy fishing
Ooh.
pole,
The golden
So
rod.
so I'm gonna
which
send the
specifically
send the fancy fishing pole.
yeah. Which I will mention, the only thing about this thing is that the hook is fancy. The rod,
Oh,
while it is very pretty, you know, is not the deciding factor here. But yeah.
right.
Quite pretty. Can we put that in the?
I would. That is exactly what I'm about to do. I'm gonna exit out of this. Okay. You know, we can see the everything that's happening here. Boop boot, voodoo badoo. We scroll on down to the text to voice. By the way, shout
There's a
out.
fancy fishing pole.
By the way, shout out to Logan, Shade's boyfriend, who made this very good art.
Who totally isn't inconspicuously standing next to me as soon as I said the word fancy fishing pole.
Yep. And
He's
Bawoo.
definitely not here.
Bawoo, here we
It,
are. Look at it. Look at how
it
fancy.
looks
Look at how
Fancy
fancy
fishing
this
looks
rod
pole.
is.
really cool.
I will note to both Erie and to what you call Jet.
Hmm.
You see your friend Zenith pull out their fancy fishing rod. There is an unmistakable just presence about this rod that neither of you two can totally shake. It's not something you can quite pin down exactly, but you can tell that this is no normal fishing rod.
That's
Ooh,
noted.
good to know.
Specific Which is to say, the hook specifically is what catches both of your attentions.
Wow, that's
Fancy
really
fishing pole.
cool.
Whoa.
Is that a special rod from Sinnoh?
Yeah, it was one of the things that I got from some of the people who were selling things. The actual pole itself is just normal. I got bored one night and decided, you know what, I'm gonna make it look fancy. The thing that I found was the hook on the end of it.
Where did you find the hook?
It was some of those like traveling salesmen that used to come into port.
Ah, was he selling magic carps?
Unfortunately, the practice of selling Magikarp has fallen out, mostly due to the fact that it is illegal. It is a,
Friend
No, it's
Kano.
just sitting there
it,
going,
it,
no, we really don't sell Magikarps.
it is a shame. It is a shame that man in Kanto was doing God's work.
You know, was he selling magic carps? Was he selling
$5,000
This
silver
Magikarp.
ultra
crypto?
rare
I need more
fish for like
details.
400 Poke.
hmm Look, all I'm saying is, if $5 for a Magikarp is a legitimate steal.
It really is a steal. You know, you get a Gyarados out of it.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite Pokemon ever.
legitimately, Gyarados does continue to be one of my favorite
Oh,
Pokemon.
same. Love
But
me a Gyarados.
but yes, could please continue with the character talking.
I, Zena's thing. Well, but yeah, you know, I haven't really used this thing here, so I think let's give it a chance and see what we can find here in this water, and is going to cast their fishing pole into the water.
All right. Do you remember what it is I told you what this fishing rod does?
If it lets me not have to have bait for one,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm correct, I have a higher chance of a couple things. Like it will let me roll one dice for a shiny, or twice. It was like I'm seeing what it says. It's like roll one dice for a shiny check, or roll twice for nature, or bumping up the encounter rarity in some cases.
Yes. So effectively speaking, each time you use the rod to engage an encounter, you need to tell me which one of those three effects that I sent you would like to use for this encounter roll.
You know what? I want to do the rarity one this time.
Alrighty. So
Oh, really?
for this encounter, whatever it is you roll for your encounter dice will be considered one higher on the rarity list. Which is just my own
Got it.
arbitrary distinction of how rare a Pokemon you actually catch.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And then what do
With
I roll for fishing?
now for this in specific, what you're going to need to roll for me is I need to open up your character sheet and look at some stats. Because normally, for when you try to find Pokemon, it's either perception or investigation. But that's for obvious reasons. You're looking to see if you can find something. This
Mm-hmm.
is fishing, which is something completely different. So what we're going to make this is either yeah, actually, I think that'll work out just fine. We will make this your choice of either an athletics or a sleight of hand check.
We'll do athletics. Because this seems like an athletic thing to
Yep. Go ahead and roll. Oh boy. Okay.
Dang.
That's a
All right.
23.
That
Tim,
sure
have I
is a
made a mistake?
23.
Good. Good.
Tim, have I made a mistake yet?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just think it's incredibly funny because well, I mean, you're gonna find out.
Oh
Fuck.
god,
Be a
what's...
Dragonair.
I
It's
think
not.
I
You
know
cannot.
what it is. I
If
just
it's
cannot
into
No, I
think.
don't want to say
Dratini,
you
I'm
can't
gonna
find those
laugh.
here. You just can't find them on
Mm-mm.
the first floor.
Bikinis?
Yeah, Dratini.
Ah.
Yeah, technically speaking, you
Oh
can find
god.
Dratini in the sewers. They're just further in.
No,
I just did
I
this,
almost
and then
got
I
killed with a
also
level
wanted
1
to bump it
Rattata,
up another
so...
rarity. Oh god.
You did. You sure did do that thing. So, I need to think for a second because
Seabass.
no, those are somewhere else.
Uh,
That being said, considering if as Jem can attest, if you roll high enough for a Pokemon encounter and say like a Sharp City Forest, you find something interesting. I was thinking, you know what? There's actually a couple places where you could find other interesting things. So
they define interesting.
so Shade.
Have I made a mistake?
I'm
Hey,
sweating for her.
hey, how you
I've made a
doing?
mistake.
How you
I've made a
doing?
mistake. I've
That
made a
that
mistake.
doesn't answer my question. I
I'm
was asking
doing
how you
amazingly.
doing.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, would you be kind enough as to roll a d8 for me?
You got this, Shade. Don't be afraid of him. I
Got
can
a
slap him.
7.
Wow.
7.
I
Okay.
yeah, I do have a I do have
Wow.
a Steph. I do have a Steph here who can protect, who can save me.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
How far does that go?
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll my own dice now. I'm gonna get this nice blue one. I like it. It's pretty. It's nice and blue.
I feel like
Oh,
I'm about to get mauled to death.
oh, that's tragic. Okay. All right. So, what's gonna happen here is you cast your line out into the pure water, and it's interesting because you've never really tried, as you said, you've never really tried using this rod before. You just know that it does something neat.
Mhm.
Within seconds of you casting your line out, almost it seems almost like it was magnetized. There was a bite just near immediately, and you're just like, oh, okay. As you start reeling it back and forth until eventually you flip the line and out popping from the fresh water. There is a very particular Pokemon. Da,
Is
da,
it the
da,
one I
da,
think it is?
da, da,
Mudkip?
no,
I'm gonna
it could have
cry. I'm
it
gonna
could have been.
cry if she's here, Tim. I'm going to crawl under the desk.
Hush, hush, you.
Stop scaring Shade.
I haven't said too much. I just have a
Hush.
suspicion, okay?
You hush. Not you, Jim. I was talking to Steph.
I'm so jelly right now.
I
I
should.
mean, there's nothing saying anything happens right now. Let's get rid of this mushroom, and let's click this. Is that a transparent background? No, it is not. At some point, I really should just like get a bank of Pokemon on the Roll20 like how Evan has, but until then, I'm gonna have to make do with what I've got here. Now we wait for the image to load. It's
You're
loaded.
you're fine,
Okay.
Shade.
I can exit
You're
out of
fine.
this. I can exit out of that. I don't know why that reopened. And now we get to drag and
I am so excited.
Oh wait, it's a
you
friend.
you have fished up what looks to be a tiny little seal.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Pokédex
I'm not dead. I love
immediately.
him dearly.
I see.
I
See,
love
like I
this
said,
thing.
I find it incredibly funny that you were the one to get this because you already have a water starter.
I was
You're just
thinking
gonna
that
get
this
all
was
of
going to
them.
be something that was going to bite my butt.
No, you guys are in the first. You guys are in the baby area of the dungeon.
And you found a
Okay,
friend.
Tim, I remember what happened and being told about what happened at the start of the Friday campaign.
Yeah, because they went behind a
I'm
locked door that's here.
I'm not even talking about that one. I'm talking about the first ever Pokemon that they had to encounter.
Look, okay. It's a good thing none of you decided to arrive by boat. Oh wait, no, one of you did, but then you didn't
I
get
did,
the yeah, you but look, all I'm saying is it's a good thing that you didn't get the 10% chance of fuck.
yeah. Okay, yeah, no, you know what? I guess this is what we're doing. Well, water
All
starters is my friends now.
yep. So yes,
Oh,
the
I
both
see
of
why
you
you did the D8 now. It's to see which generation it was going to be from.
uh-huh. If it was an 8, you
Oh,
would
that's
have gotten to
smart.
pick. Mostly because like the
Oh,
app does have a thing for Gen 8 and Gen 9, but it's really annoying to deal with, so I'm just not going to bother.
This Pokemon can't control
makes
balloons
sense.
made of water. It practiced diligently, so it can learn to make big balloons.
Yes, Zenith, you have first dibs. If you would like this Populo, you may engage it in battle or just throw a Pokeball at it.
I,
I rolled for its level. It's not strong.
Aerie has
I
the
don't know what a
biggest heart
catch
eyes right
DC is
now.
for it though. That's my problem.
I mean, Aerie can. Would Aerie like to interact with the party with those hard eyes?
That is such a cute Pokemon you fished out.
I know. They're going. I know it's a little water friend.
The Popplio just kind of looks over at you, Zenith, and it's just like how, and it's just kind of looking at you, just like, well, it just kind of tilts its head, just like, eh.
What are you doing in my water? Give me this fishing
I
rod.
want to catch this thing so
I
badly.
will say it is still holding on to your hook as if it is attempting to like keep it.
This is mine now.
Oh, okay. I'm. I would feel bad reeling it in more, but Yuri really wants the Popplio too, doesn't she?
No, only if Zenith doesn't want it.
I know Zenith absolutely wants this thing.
Then Zenith fished it out. Zenith should absolutely. We have a shiny ticket too.
That is true. The group does have a shiny ticket. Oh wait, that's right. Zenith, roll to see if it's shiny.
Oh yeah, I was sitting here going, should we have a shiny Poplio friend?
Also, Jet, do you have any do you have any opinion on this? Well, that's
I
a
mean,
no.
Like
I'm
yes,
to
so
have the
because
glad.
this
shiny.
is
That's
a
half a
musical
ticket.
Pokemon, yes, but he's biting his tongue on this one. He's not saying anything.
I do kind of love that pop. I do
I
kind of love that
fished out the
Poplio
one
does.
Pokemon who all three of us
I was
want.
gonna say I do kind of love that Popilo actually is like a group Pokemon. Weirdly enough, all three of you have a stake in wanting it.
We will treat it like Misty treated Togepi.
I love that meme.
Here's the big question now. Do we want to make this Poplio shiny and then
I,
have this Pokemon be our team's kind of thing?
Mascot.
I am not upset about it. 100% would not be upset about a shiny Populo.
I hear you. But what if you save it for like a Delta and have a shiny Delta?
I mean, counter proposal. You may get shiny tickets in the future.
Oh, this is true. You're right.
I mean, Logan has 4. Weirdly enough,
I was almost hoping for a Delta with the
true.
rarity thing, but you know that did not happen, so that's
I,
fine.
again, I will mention deltas are rare. You have to be in the areas that they are in order to find them in the first place. Like, not every area you guys go
Mhm.
to is going to have a Delta Pokemon in it.
That makes sense.
So I will say my vote is yes on the shiny ticket, but I know it needs to be a 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it.
All right, Shade, you are
No,
the deciding vote.
I think it'd be fun to have a mascot of a shiny Poplio because it fits all three of the characters.
All right, so I shall Draculate this not genetically superior Popula. What is it even doing here? And we shall go over here, do a thing. So yes, I will mention that upon first glance, what looks to be a normal Poplio does come out of the water until eventually, upon closer inspection, because the shiny is actually incredibly similar to the normal one.
It is, wow.
Yeah.
Only with final evolved
Mhm.
form
It
does
really
really
doesn't
like
change
look
much
like.
until it gets to like
Yeah, yeah,
Brioni and
yeah.
Primarina.
But eventually, it takes you guys all three. It really kind of longer than you think it should have to notice that. Oh wait, hold on. That Populo is a little bit darker than what it should be.
Is that shiny?
As
I think
as
so.
Jet would point out, you would all see that it is in fact a shiny Populo.
It does
Ooh.
look different than the ones I've seen in the textbooks.
Gasp. Whoever has that shiny ticket, it's been redeemed. Remove it from your sheet with extreme prejudice.
I mean, it was a group thing, but yeah, sure.
It was all of ours.
It
We all had
was.
to.
It was the
I can't
divorce
think of
ticket,
anything
okay?
better we could have spent it on though.
I mean,
The divorce
unironically,
ticket.
like legitimately, this is an
Sounds
amazing
awful.
first catch with that fishing rod.
It's like,
Yeah, we need
God.
It's
divorce
also
before
helpful that
that
I have a
either.
+5 to this. I am a fishing god.
You are not. You are a good fisherman, but there are
I did
there
it.
I know. I don't rank up
Okay,
to Fisher King. Fisher King's the true fishing god.
there is somebody out there who will have words for you one day if you ever meet him. But
To
yes,
be
enough
good at
preamble.
fishing.
What are you doing with it?
Okay.
It's kind
Make it a
I
friend.
am looking down at Chompy and going, let's go make another friend and send because
you're not
a
gonna
chomp.
just you're not gonna just yeet a ball at it.
You
You're
know,
not
I
gonna
could
try and
just
make
try to yeet a ball at it and see what
you're not gonna
happens.
try and make it a friend. You're just immediately gonna go for violence.
Well, the plan was to reel to was to have this thing here with me, and then kind of like reel the Poplio in and be like, "Hey, buddy, you want to be friends?
You want to be
You can
friends?
hang out with us in the fishing pole.
You want to come with me?
You can has beast turger.
Here, kitty.
You can
You can
has
have
these
these
rations that
sugar.
I has in my bucket."
Okay, all right, okay. So let's Let's figure out what we're doing here. So you're going to bring in the Populeo, I assume.
Yes, and
Is
offer
going
it food.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, that's actually so. Like I said, the Populo is just kind of holding onto your fishing hook, but then you bring out like a ration or something like that. Why don't you go ahead and just roll an animal handling check for me?
Get a good roll of shade.
It's an 8.
It looks. I mean, unless somebody wants to help them out,
Go, my inspiration.
one
There, use my inspiration.
one potato has been spent.
How's a 13 sound?
Okay, that's better. Is everyone cool with a 13?
I could
Cool
change
with
it
a
what do you
if I
think,
wanted
Shade?
to.
You're the one
I'm cool
catching.
with a
So.
13.
Okay. So so it's holding on to your fishing hook, and you're just like, oh hey buddy, how would you like a snack? And you pull out a ration bar, which I would remind you are basically just calorie sticks. They don't really taste much like anything. They're basically just fuel and nothing else. But the Populo sees this is like, ooh, food. And yeah, it will get up out of the water, and if you give it over, it will proceed to nibble at some of it.
Yeah. Zenith gives it over. Just be like, here you go, buddy. And it sits there for a minute like they're pondering, like, if you wanted to come with us, I could give you plenty of more food. And maybe even try to find you some berries or something you might like.
You don't actually speak Pokemon, do you?
No, I don't. But you
Okay.
know what?
There
So
is someone who does, so
I was gonna say, it's not necessarily that it doesn't completely understand you. It's more just like you're saying words at it, and it just kind of recognizes the key ones. And it's just like it just kind of tilts its head, just like ah, as it just looks at you quizzically, just like, ooh, wait, more food.
I like snack.
I like food.
Holds out a
It
Pokeball, just
I
like,
like snack more than I like hook.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is still holding onto your fishing hook. It seems to
okay.
be very enamored with it. It's just kind of like tugging and holding it close. It's like,
Sparkle thing.
Oh, oh.
It shimmers and shines, sparkles and delights.
I heard you. You held out a Pokeball to it. It doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to immediately give interest.
No.
Like it's not like hating
Okay.
the idea, but it seems like you may have to sweeten the deal a little.
Mm, I don't have a lot of stuff in my bag. And I kid
Or
doesn't
if
want
one of the
that. I
party would
know it's
like
not
to,
gonna want that.
or if one of the party would like to attempt to help in this endeavor.
Right.
Inspiration.
We could get you out. We
This
could
isn't
get
about
you out of these
inspiration. This is
dirty
about
sewers.
Erie. This is about Erie potentially, like, helping Zenith make their case.
I see.
What was that you said, Jet?
We could get you out of this dirty sewer.
Yeah, I could show you a whole bunch of new freshwater areas.
There's an
Mm.
ocean nearby.
And we also need more foods.
Mm. The popular is just kind of not just like, society.
You
We
know
live in
what?
a
Zenith
society.
will look at it and look at Jet and go, we could possibly do contests where you could be able to sing.
Yes.
Mm. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? With that, Zenith, why don't you make a persuasion check for me, please?
Okay.
With
Because I
advantage
actually
because
have been thinking about doing contest stuff.
yeah, with advantage because Jet and Erie do seem to both be helping you.
Okay.
So good thing you have advantage. Okay. Does anyone want to help them anymore?
It's a charisma check. I have Zenith is terrible at charisma.
I do, but I also want to. You know what? take my last ins potato.
Your last ins potato.
I guess we will try to be persuasive.
The
Well,
things I do for you.
It's another
it's another 8. Uh unfortunately, it seems that it is
You
not
know what?
it
I
is
have a
not
couple I could use. I could use it. It's potato.
okay. Go ahead. Sure.
If it gets another 8, can we have another shiny
If
ticket?
it's another 8.
I
It's an
was gonna say if it's
18.
another
I
8,
got
then
another
sure.
10 on that.
If I was gonna say if it
I
was
mean,
another 8, I would just count it as a success at that point.
honestly, we asked for another 8 and there it is. It's a
Yep.
1 and an
Got
8.
another 8.
Look at that.
It okay. All right. Okay.
What is these rolls today?
I don't know. This is coming off of the heels of last week with the double nat 1 for the both of you.
This is
that was
true.
objectively hilarious though. This
That
is
was
just underwhelming.
it was incredibly funny. Okay, so at the mention of possibly more food, more oceans to do, the Populo is just kind of nodding its head, just like yeah, that's interesting. When you mention contest to it, Zenith, the Populo's eyes do seem to light up ever so slightly. It's just like I don't know what that is, but that sounds like fun. As yes, it appears to be more amicable to joining you now.
Yes, to sit there and be like, okay, I just hold out a Pokeball, and if I have to, give it a little toss, a little bump.
I was gonna say you give it a little boop, and yes, with it you all of you hold your breath a little bit as it does seem to wiggle and shake for a little bit longer than you think it should, but until eventually it clicks.
Populo, get!
Zenith, you have caught a shiny Populo. Congratulations.
Yay! It's more the I'm sitting here going, this is more like the team spell at this point.
we with the divorce Poplio.
Yeah.
We used to
This, I
stick it
mean,
up.
this is kind of a team Populo. Let's be real here.
Congratulations, Zenith. That's such a cool Pokemon.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it is a level 1.
Ew, it is
It
baby.
is. I rolled for its level because you rolled really high, but the D4 was a 1 anyway, so it's like, well, damn, that sucks. I want you to understand,
Jeez.
this could have been a level 4 Populo. This thing could have been the equivalent of a boss fight for you guys.
Facts.
That is true. Instead, it was like, okay, here's something that's your level. It's now your friend.
Yep. But yes, it is a level 1 shiny Populo. It is female with a naughty nature.
Ah,
It
Oh,
knows
that's
Water Gun,
funny.
Growl, and Pound.
Mhm.
Yep.
Words are being said.
And the only ability that I can learn is Torrent.
Yep. But because you made friends with it, as we all remember, as a mechanic in this game, it will start with +1 loyalty.
Yippee!
Beep, 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 doo. I feel like Zenith's first thing to say is just stand up, look over at Jet, and be like, I think we found our singer if we were looking for one.
yeah.
I love how this team is very quickly just becoming a band.
I mean, all options,
You
dude.
know,
You had a thought?
what were you saying? No, my
Nothing.
brain was trying to. Oh, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, this is what we've got, and we're just a band at this point. At one point, we're all gonna stop doing. We're all gonna stop doing the gym challenges and just swap over to doing the contests instead, or we're gonna do both at the same time.
I was gonna say you can.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from doing both.
I hope I could find a cool Pokemon down here. That was pretty gnarly, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think we would find, well, A, a shiny Pokemon, or B, very many water types down here.
I mean, there's
It's
water
kind of
everywhere, even
similar.
if
I
it's a
was
little
expecting
murky.
water types. I also
This
just
water
know that
does seem
this
fresher
fishing
than
this
the other
fishing
water
pool
that's
has
been around. I wonder how it got down here.
yeah,
Well, you know how.
I don't
There's
know.
a massive water purifier in front of you that is actively purifying the water.
Yeah, but how did a Populo get flushed into the sewers?
Oh, I thought you were asking how the water got here.
No. No, how did the Populo?
How'd the water get here?
Yeah, how did the water get in the
I,
sewer?
We'll have
I'm
to
sorry.
figure out a name for the Poplio as well.
It come
So
from
if anyone
sky,
has
fall
any
down.
So what's the
you
name of
know, maybe if
Populo?
once we can speak Pokemon, we can ask it that question.
Man, you
Yeah.
sure? Assuming it remembers, and assuming it wasn't just born here because it was level 1.
Yeah, like the egg got sucked
That is
up in
true.
the water somehow.
I mean, I will mention to Zenith, it does seem like there are Pokemon just kind of living in here. Like there is a full 15 feet of water in between the water purifier and the edge of where you guys are at.
I love this. This place is great.
I love those.
Yeah.
I
Barring
guess
that.
So Tim,
Dennis
what's like
can
the
look over
scale
and
of
be
like
like, I guess if
anything
you
from
guys
like
wanted
a
any sort of water
Psyduck
Pokemon,
to a
I could try
Populo?
fishing one up for you guys.
Preach, dude, but you know what? I'm gonna find something cool. I just gotta listen in and go a direction. I'm
Yep.
just
There
gonna
he
try and
goes.
listen in.
I
I'm
guess we
gonna
should follow
guess,
him.
you know.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, could I attempt this here, like once again rhythms, but see if there's something different from the rest other than like the environmental rhythms.
Okay. You can do that.
Mhm.
Again, that's going to basically just be you searching for a Pokemon, but you're going to be using a performance check instead. Also,
Ah,
I will be removing this rod. Goodbye, rod. We will see.
Is
the rod is
Totodile out
no.
with Saint Zenith?
Yes,
Okay. How is its breathing?
Okay.
Is it okay? Does it care?
it doesn't care. It seems to be fine. It seems to actively be too stupid. I don't know why you rolled with disadvantage, but an 11 is still not going to be getting you much.
You told me to roll a
You did
disadvantage
tell him that
a
he had
long time
disadvantage for the
ago.
daft comment.
Oh,
Out to the end of time.
oh, I was kidding, but you know, if you're getting help, then you get more doctor help.
Yeah,
Oh
cool.
yes, pardon me and my obvious joke for being a joke.
No, we're taking the joke to the next level.
This is the most real Jet moment I've had. I just man,
I will mention to you with an 11.
yeah, yeah.
You will also be finding not a Rattata, not a Rattata, something slightly above the most common vermin Pokemon. You
Oh
un,
man.
Interestingly enough, no. You'd think there would be Zubat
Oh,
in here, but there aren't.
Yeah, that's I think there would be.
Strangely, no, there are no Zubat in here.
Because it's dark, it's smelly, and they're poison. So
dang.
the math is math.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, strange that.
You off or am I doing the math?
Oh, and Zubat
Yeah,
would have
top me
been
off,
cool
please.
because Zubat does noises.
I mean that honestly grew up. I mean, I will mention, Jet, you in particular would notice this place is loud in a lot of very key areas. There are some places that are, you know, quieter than others, but there is constant noise considering that there is a constant flow of water on basically every
Mhm.
side.
I see. I see.
Anyway, the Pokemon that you find is a Patrat.
Oh, that is slightly better.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. He's just gonna look at that one and be like, hmm, I think we can find
Thank you.
something a little more musical around here.
The Patrat looks at
We're
you.
gonna.
The Patrat looks at you, flips you off, and runs away. I'm kidding.
I mean, I was basically saying I'm not engaging on this one, so
Hey,
you
yeah,
know,
no, I figured that much. I
see what
just,
it
yeah.
does. Yeah. It's just like, all right,
The
screw you,
parrot
man.
looks at you.
The
And
patriot
I
looks at
look at
you,
him.
judges you for your past misdeeds.
What have I done?
Judges you for your judging it for not being musically inclined. Could you imagine
Okay.
if we could find Jet a Lotad? How cool that
Imagine
would
if we
be.
found Jet a Lotad.
Imagine.
Oh, you guys are going. Jet's going up that way.
Yeah, he's
Oh, I guess
going.
we're going up this way now.
Okay.
Whee! Friends!
If you'd be so kind as to wait for because Stephanie's away from the computer right now.
For me.
Okay, yeah, I can do
Gotcha.
that.
Well,
Of course.
stop at this intersection here.
Okay, I mean it's fine. She said I can move her token.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yep. So I will mention
Sitting there going, they're just.
you get to you get to the intersection right here, and you
Mm.
see gasp, shock of all shocks in front of you, leading in front of you, barring the way further ahead, is a locked gate. So specifically speaking, what appears to be a wire fence that kind of like the ones that you would see in the over like yards or like large swaths of like
Yeah.
stuff like that, or like even in places like cities. There's effectively just like a wire mesh fence here that has a singular door with a very large padlock locked over it. It appears that uh, you know, progress further inside by that direction is has a bit more of an obstacle. There's
I
also a
see.
there's also a triangular sign that says danger, employees only.
This sign won't stop me. I can't breathe.
That
Oh
it
know
man.
didn't stop
exactly
the
what to
first
do
group
here.
and they found out why.
You know what? I
Oh
know exactly
man.
what to do here. Instead of looks at herself, looks at the other two, goes, "Are either of you two employees?"
No. But it
No.
looks
Then I don't
cool
think
in
we should go
there.
in there.
But it looks cool.
Do you see the sign that says employees only? That means no trainers.
It also
Oh.
probably means there's something
You're not an
dangerous
employee.
behind
I'm
there.
not an employee. I don't think that she's an employee. So I don't think we're
Are
supposed to
you
go
an
in there.
employee?
No. Afraid not.
Oh.
I love the idea that it's
Fine.
just like that. There's probably something dangerous behind there. So, looks at the sign that says "danger" in big letters.
Could mean anything.
None of us are employees. Maybe we shouldn't go in there. Maybe
Or
we
we
should
should
use a little
definitely
bit of
go in there.
common sense.
Fine. Where are we going then?
I say we go this
Oh wow.
Okay.
That okay.
But
You
if there's nothing cool, we'll come back here.
Are we finally gonna become employed of the sewers? I don't think so.
Oh yes, please.
We
do.
could go ask.
We're gonna have it locked.
I
That's
love
cool.
Tim's just wow, like it was impressive that we left the door
No,
alone.
I said, oh, please do go on.
Oh, I thought you were being like, oh wow, they actually left the door alone.
No, I would no. I expect nothing in one direction or another. But yes, as you get to about here, first of all, you will notice that over yonder there is shock of all shocks, an item.
There
Jet, go
is?
get it.
Yeah,
Jet, go
if
get it.
somebody would like to roll a
Okay.
d20 for luck.
Sure,
Okay, I guess
let's see how
Jet will be
lucky.
rolling the d20.
Well done.
That is
Does anyone want to help Jet?
I will give you an inst potato.
One potato for Jet.
He gave me a
Okay,
bunch.
here.
I'm
Roll
repaying
that.
the favor.
Right?
Q. Let's see. Nat 20. Come on. Oh, that's better.
Okay, that is in fact an above average roll by pure technicality.
So a potion.
What are these rolls today?
Bad.
I
Really bad.
they're hilarious is what they are, truly.
What is with this game's roles? Like, if we're trying to do something like this way, you know what? No, you get nothing. But as soon as we start fighting, the dice are like, yeah, let's go.
Right?
It's like, oh, we're fighting now. Okay.
Dice desire blood.
Apparently.
Blood for the blood dice.
That's my pink dice. That's an 18, 17, 15, 20. These are all rolls I wish I could have.
I was gonna
Man.
say, you know what?
Shiny ticket.
No.
No.
2 shiny tickets.
Yeah,
3 shiny tickets.
it can hurt you.
Take it or leave it.
I have more Rattata I can send to you. And you were out of
I
once a
have
day.
fish.
You were out of your once a day. You were out of your once a day no to death.
He's damn so aggressive. I wonder if
On
you can
Aries'
tell which
epitaph,
which
eaten
two
by
are
rats.
related.
You know what? Yeah. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, this is just above a 10. So fuck it. Roll a d3 for me.
Okay, cool. Let's you know, 1d3. There we go.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
I'm not great.
Yeah. Okay. So over here in a small little patch, you see just growing slightly off of the side here, just close by the sewage water. You see what looks to be 2 tiny mushrooms that are ready for harvest.
Not the mushrooms.
Dude, mushrooms. Oh man, this is the worst voice to use with this. It's sure. Let's take these mushrooms.
Congratulations, you have
Like,
found 2 tiny mushrooms.
yay!
A
For
collector
a
may
high
buy them
price,
for
it
a high
costs.
price, or some maniac may
Yeah.
trade 2 mushrooms to relearn a move for one of your Pokemon.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, oh my god.
No, some
Everything
maniac's
has
gonna
use.
take these
This is
mushrooms
true.
and that piece of garbage and give you a very special egg.
And this, in technicality, this is a very good item that I need to wait at because it's an investment. Because that's how they
to be
work.
fair, you can. To be fair, you are in a place you could find rare garbage. You haven't.
You telling me we
Scour
can find the
everything.
rare garbage instead of it given to us by a Garbodor?
Yeah.
What
the rare
Rare
Garbodor?
garbage.
The rare garbage is tantamount to a trade item. It's like you would find it on like a trade quest. You know, it's just kind of like one of those things. You know.
Mm.
Anyway. Yep. You go on down. I was gonna say you move. You.
I'm doing the thing.
You do things.
Doing the thing.
So I will mention, as the 3 of you get down to here, you will see there is a large room that is filled to that is filled on many sides with water, with large machines that seem to be in the process of effectively, what you call. Has anyone here been to a water and waste management facility? There's basically just like
Yeah.
giant rotor machines that churn water and make sure to filter out impurities and stuff like that. There are 4 such machines here that are just constantly pumping out and flowing in with water. They appear to water is coming out of the pipes here, and it is being mixed in with the machines here, and it appears to be getting it ready to, from what you can tell, go over to or get ready to be purified, essentially.
Okay.
It's nice.
Yes. I will also mention that as you get to the large area here, you're not going to move Zenith.
Oh, but I wanted us all to be in a line so we could all be friends.
You can do that then.
Okay.
But I'm not the one moving your character, so. Anyway, this isn't a disaster, so I don't need my disaster dice. We can use the mystic dice for this.
Uh-oh.
We're about to get
But
jumped by
this
a
is
by a
say
muck.
you know what? Actually, we'll just use the murder dice for this.
Why?
Oh yeah, we're about to get jumped.
Okay, so
Uh,
group.
it's been nice knowing you.
So group. This includes you.
I know, high or low. I know.
High or low, boys and girls, and everything in between.
High hasn't steered us wrong before.
Hi, how are you?
All right,
You've only rolled high today, is all I'm saying.
that's true. Are you okay with high, Shade?
I'm okay with hi. I'm okay with telling everybody hello.
All right, hello it is. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, so the funny thing happens.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Okay, so
You have way too much delight in your voice right now.
no, it's just something else happens now. So I don't have art for them, but first of all, you can go ahead and pause the music.
Oh no.
I hit the wrong button.
Uh, there was a particular song I had in mind for them, but I'm not quite remembering it.
Them.
Nope. Nope. Definitely nope. Uh,
Maybe we
nah.
shouldn't have been in the stores.
Definitely
It's
no.
fine.
Eh,
You know what? There's three of us. The three of us. We can work together.
eh.
Indeed.
You know what? Sure, this will be fine. I don't have a specific song for each of them, but this does gonna match the vibe.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty upbeat. So you're
Yeah.
gonna see that there is what you call a man and a woman, if that is indeed what they are called. The science has yet to determine, but has yet to determine such things.
Mm-hmm.
That's a popular. That's not what's here.
You find a man in a poplio.
You find a man and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
The man has piercings in his nose and what you call spiky hair that is that reminds you of no, not spiky hair. He has hair that reminds you of a delinquent that is styled up into a slight pompadour.
Hi, baby.
He
Oh
is wearing
boy.
he is wearing the stereotypical Japanese delinquent costume, which is, you know, to say the black jacket with like a red undershirt underneath it.
Bad boy school
Mm-hmm.
uniform. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, he has what you call little chains and things around his pants. And he appears to have his arm over what looks to be a delinquent woman, which is to say, she is wearing what you call a tube top with a skirt,
Mm-hmm.
which is skirt shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
She
I didn't know what it was for a second.
she has a pierced navel, pink tips in her pointed hair that seems to be going in multiple different directions. And she just kind of look. The two of them seem to be just kind of like, you know, they're down here just kind of whispering sweet nothings to each other, just like Shazzy, you're so sweet. It's just like, oh Millie, you're the sweetest. And then they both of them look at the three of you. It's just like, and the lady just can't help but look at the three of you and just like, excuse me, what do you think you're doing down here? We're on a date.
Wow. Wow.
No.
As you have encountered that, I want you to understand, I rolled a 35 on the high roll, so you guys get to meet Chaz and Millie.
I love this.
Lovely.
I love them.
Oh,
They're just the worst,
okay.
and I love them.
Got to channel my inner Sonic again. God, I'm running out of Sonic energy. Oof.
It's okay. We only
Okay.
got 1 more hour.
I
You
want
can
you
do
to
it.
know, I want you to know, Zenith sees these people, their first reaction
Is to back the fuck
it's just
away.
nope. It's
Melly just
just
looks over
nope.
at Melly just looks over at you, Zenith, and is just like, "Oh, little wallflower. I get it. Too intimidated to be near a real woman. Gotta back away slowly, right? I get you. I get you. Not everyone's got the chops to be down here."
Hey, that's
Or
uncalled
it's just like
for.
more like I know what those how those two react to people. I'll let you have fun with that.
Erie, Erie immediately jumps in. And is just like, excuse me. They said no pickles.
Yeah.
I I love this
Man,
character so
we
much.
weren't doing much, dudes. We're just down here looking for Pokemon, starting out our journey. You know, all cool.
The boy flips his pompadour and just like, oh yeah, I could tell. He's like, oh yeah, I could tell. You got the smell of a runt on you. You smell worse than the sewers. What you do? What? You just get into town and thought you'd catch something and thought you'd catch something sweet down here?
No, but it looks like you did.
Oh, I should have
Don't.
brought deodorant.
He flips his pompadour again. It's just like, hey, it's okay to be jealous. I know that Melly is like, I know I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have Melly at my side, and Melly just kind of like, oh, Chazzy, that's so sweet of you to say. You know, I'm the luckiest girl to have you here. She gives a little smooch on the
Harry, should
cheek.
we look for Pokemon around here?
Is Jed asking the group that?
Yeah, let's go check out and see if there's more Pokemon over here.
Okay.
Yeah, look, we got these things all around here too. It's like it's perfect. There could be electric types here. This could be awesome.
There is in fact not electric types here. There is a different area that
I
has those.
don't tell him that. He
I know,
doesn't
I
know.
Let's keep his dream alive.
know.
Let's keep his dream alive. You know, maybe we could find him a poison type Pokemon around here.
Right?
Yeah, maybe you could find a
I mean,
poison type
he
amid all
said
the
he
poison types
wanted to
here.
find something cool. All right,
We did find a
which
shiny
hasn't
Pokemon.
happened yet.
Hey, we found that Poplio. It was cool.
Well, of his own personal victory. This is a group victory and a Zenith victory. He wants a cool victory. You know, the beginning stepping stone to being a champion.
So, what is the group doing? You have effectively been called out by these two.
Absolutely ignoring them and looking for Pokemon.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you right now, there are none here. But as you walk away, Chaz is just like, "Hey, will you ignore me, bro? What you doing?"
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something else.
You are just like the actual. Yeah, you're just like the worst. They say in unison.
Okay.
Nah,
You
dudes,
know what?
I'm the coolest.
I guess is Zenith looking at these two going, you know, we could probably just leave these two to their little stink date or whatever and then get back to what we
Ah,
were actually doing.
Stink date.
Melly just kind of shouts out, "It's like, excuse me, stink date." I mean, I guess we are just kind of. I guess we are kind of hanging out in the sewers, but it's the only place in town we can get any privacy, you know.
And you guys decided that right in the middle of the open was the best place to do that?
Right in the middle of the open.
Finally
We're
walking over
we're
this.
down here. We're down here below ground.
Ugh.
And you
It-
couldn't find a back alley. You couldn't have done it in one of, like, I don't know, maybe one of the ways that didn't have like 4 entrances around you in the middle of a big square.
Look, honey, sweetie, baby, darling. I understand that you're just jealous of how much of a better man mine is than yours. Points over at Jet. But that's no need for you to be stepping up to me.
Huh.
You
Gross.
There's Pokemon around here. We
There are
should
not.
go.
There are not
Instead of just
Pokemon
pinching
around
the bridge, just pinching the bridge of their heels at this point.
Zenith, Eri, come on. There's no Pokemon here.
True story.
So as you
Yeah.
are about to leave, the both of them step up and it's just like, "Oh no. Don't you think you're gonna get out of here with that with that tone, little missies?" Chaz is over here just like, "You know what? Yeah, you're right. You guys are both trainers, right? That means there's only one way that we get to settle this." They both pull out Pokeballs, and that's a fight, they say in unison.
Are you
Fine.
guys even registered trainers?
Fucking who cares?
Is that they have activated the sass trainer at this point. They are getting sassed.
They are
Ooh.
you are getting all of the sass is what's happening.
You have activated
Ooh.
Zenith sass mode.
You want some tunes while you fight?
And I mean, I'll put it to you guys. We have about an hour left. We can
Mhm.
do a fight if the two of you are so inclined here.
You know, are you wanting to get rid of these sassy people?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
We're, come over here, then we're getting over here.
Yeah. They are making me kind of nauseous.
Sewer rats of people.
All right.
Let's see. I gotta find the perfect song.
Hey, look, it's
Uh,
time for me and Area to be able to get enough EXP to maybe level up. Woo!
Hey.
Then you can
see,
be as cool as I am.
see, you say that. I am going to need to scale them down though.
Do you want us to
Right.
wait and just not do this battle then?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can uh do. You know what?
Tim had these people prepared for a party of 4, and we're a party of 2 with level 1 Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck. Why are
I
you worth? And I understand you're level 4. You're not supposed to be worth that much. Oh
Oh,
wait, it's because you have
jeez.
a it's because you have a high SR. Okay, that would be the reason for that.
Oh, we're about to
You
get
could,
wrecked, aren't we?
Tim. I'm
I
about to send you a thing that I think is pretty fitting to the situation. It's a.
Give him a yes or a no.
okie dokie.
And at
You
some
know
point, I'll need to get another thingy in the category to put the little Popley friend.
you know what we'll do this and we will do this.
Hopefully, you guys roll good this time.
I also love the naming conventions I'm going to be using for this character because I'm sitting here knowing them and knowing how they're going to name Pokemon, and nobody gave them ideas for the name when they asked, so they did it themselves.
Good, good. I want to see what chaos that ensued.
Okay, now that I have that done, we can go over
Turn off
to
stream scaling.
oh hello. Okay, all right, sure, fine. Let's hear it. You know what? That's that. You go ahead and share that. That's fine. I was gonna have it be silly music, but this works.
Yeah, he asked if he could play a tune, and he's gonna support his team members this way. This is the song you guys will be hearing from the sidelines.
Neat. It's making me kind of hype. I'm here for it.
Since I don't actually care to like grab out the fucking things that they have, I'm just gonna throw out more stuff and then just give them little marks. Wow. There's that one, and then oh wow, there's another one.
Oh, it looks like a grass type and a grass poison.
Oh dear, we have a normal type and a water type, and oh dear.
Oh no.
They both look
So
like they're grass poison. We're both fucked.
yeah. So you know what? You know what? The pink one will be Chaz, and the blue one will be Melly because fuck gender norms.
Understandable.
Understandable, dude.
So yeah. So yeah, Melly will Pokeball send out what is this? It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go.
Okay, we can go a
She
little
will
bit
throw
more
out a
forward.
she will throw out a Bellsprout, and she's like, "Come on out, Belly!" And Chaz will throw out an Oddish, and he's like, "You go get him too, Dancer."
Sure, talking a lot of smack for only having a Bellsprout and an Oddish.
Sure, talking a lot of smack for having a Totodile and an Eevee.
This.
Hey, I also have a Poplio.
Yeah, I will also mention that Chaz looks like he also has a second Pokemon.
Ah, great.
So you guys are cooked.
With that being
Okay.
said, you guys are gonna roll initiative, and I'm gonna turn the light on so I can see my dice.
We're all so great at this.
Get ready.
I'm cheering you guys on, dudes.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Fantastic.
That's where I had to come in.
Oh wow,
Really?
Zenith is in sass mode today.
Oh yeah, she is. These people.
Honestly, this fits.
The lady, wait, and you stepped to me, and instead of you know what? Fine, fine. You know, I was gonna try to wait longer before the sass and the anger comes out, but fine.
All right.
but fine.
So the order of operations here is going to be Zenith, followed by followed by Chaz, followed by Millie, and then with Erie at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, I can move. I can do this, and then I can get the Toothdial to waddle his bitey. I would like to think that this Toothdial is waddling towards these guys, mouth opening and closing like I'm coming to bite you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite
It
you
doesn't
good.
know the move bite, but it's absolutely going to. And then this are that thing there is within struggle range.
Sure is. Go ahead if you want to. I mean, both of them are, but you can, yeah, absolutely go for struggle if you want.
Isn't it just a flat D20?
Uh, it is a D20 plus any of your abilities,
yeah.
or no, it's plus strength or dex.
Yeah.
Man, I was hoping to catch a Pokemon.
What?
Sorry.
There's always next session, all right?
These people stepped to Zenith. They're getting bumped.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything about it.
You
I'm all
stepped to
for
them.
this.
You interrupted their date.
Wow, they walked in.
In
These
the sewer-
people, like,
in the
we go to
sewers.
leave. We went to leave, and then these people decided, oh, you want to fight? Okay.
They're delinquents. What do you want from them? Anyway, yeah, so 21 will super hit.
One second. I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons. Did I really?
Hey.
Wow.
Max damage of 3.
Well, it's 2d1 plus 1. You didn't need to roll. It was going to be 3 damage no matter what.
Yeah,
you're
brain
right.
didn't even realize that. I hope you know.
Yeah, you got a max damage on a D1. That's insane.
Congratulations.
It's
You
amazing.
must feel so accomplished. So anyway,
I'm proud of you, Shade.
so that was towards so that's Dancer, the Oddish. So Oddish will take 3 damage, which means it is now Chaz. Unless you have a bonus action, it means it's now Chaz's turn.
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay, Chaz are gonna be like, "Ugh, Dancer, you all right? You all right there, buddy? Gotta shake it off." Let's see. What moves does he have? Okay, he needs to get a little closer for some of these other ones, but let's now that I know how to do this, I can do cone, and we can measure out. Okay, all right. He's gonna like, all right, dancer, you gotta get in close. You gotta get in close, don't you see? Just 5, 10, 15. How much movement speed does an Oddish have? It has 20. Okay. We'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. And okay, yep, that's well within range. Now a better question: does he want to do that, or does he want to try buffing up first? No, it's Chaz. Of course he doesn't. He's going to be like, "All right, now get a hit. Now you gotta hit him hard. Hit him with the acid." Is
Gotta hit him hard.
okay. It's not an attack roll. It's a saving throw. So the acid is a 30-foot cone, as we can see here. Totodile, please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
You got this.
How does 12 sound?
It doesn't tell me its DC, but I can figure it out. So that's 8 plus prof plus its stat of nothing. So, yeah, the 12 will pass.
Okay.
Nice.
So you will take half damage.
Is an acid a grass? Or no, it's a poison type move.
Yep, it's poison. Okay, so you'll take 4 damage, half down to 2.
Yay. Okay. Oh no, they hit my temporary HP from my tea cake. What will I
Oh
ever
no.
do?
It's Melly's turn. Melly's over here just Melly's over here just like, it's okay, it's okay, Chazzy. You just soften him up. Go on, Belly, hit him. That's Belly with an I, by the way.
I
I can't
know.
say much. My
I can
Pokemon's name is
tell.
Chompy.
Okay, so
A lot of E's. Jenny,
5,
Chompy, Belly,
15, 20.
Melody. There's a lot of E's. Jesus.
There is a lot of those. Oh, man. Man, if you can imagine, a level 2 Bellsprout doesn't exactly have very many options.
Neither does a level 1 Toothedile.
Yep. So seeing as how they can't exactly get within range, see, that's the thing though. They have teamwork abilities. So in the sense that if they are in a team, they get to act smarter because they're trying to impress each other rather than just being stupid. So I'm gonna give her a roll. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing that wasn't on an attack. Yeah, Chip Melly's gonna be like, hold on, Belly, you gotta wait for them to come to you. As Bellsprout is going to hold an action.
Okay.
So that'll be her turn. It's now Laurel. It's now Eerie and fucking Evie's turn.
Do I have this move?
Yes.
I do have that. Alrighty. We are going.
You can move 6 squares. This is where the little keyboard comes in because you can do it one at a time. I'm not saying that you couldn't that was wrong.
Was I here?
You were right there.
Okay, so maybe 1.
Or you were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like right there.
Okay, yep, that works.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
It doesn't tell me a range on this.
That's me. That's because it's melee. You have to be right next to them.
It'd be right next to him for that one.
Yeah. Struggle has a range of 60 feet.
Okay.
It's kind of weird like that.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So you could struggle. You could.
All right, we will do.
Actually, yeah, you
Struggle
because you won't. Okay, who are you attacking?
We will gang up on Dancer.
All right, so Dancer will take another 2d. I imagine 2d1 plus 1. I will Go over to here. Yep. Okay, Dancer will take another 3 damage.
Okay, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna do a helping hand with Totodile.
Oh boy.
That can add a d6 to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
All right. Would you like to describe how Evie and you do that?
I'm gonna go Harmony struggle, and then after Evie goes and hits Dancer, it's gonna bounce around to Totodile, and I'll be like, Harmony, use helping hand, and then Evie's gonna like kind of just like stand like next to Totodile and just like be like kind of like crouched down, like ready to like assist.
Okay. So it's less of you cheering them on and more you joining the fucking circle.
Yes, we are team.
Mm-hmm.
We
Very
are a
good.
team of bite and
Totodile has been
horrible.
helped. Whether or not it's smart enough to recognize that, it's its own thing. Anyway, that being said, it's now Erie's
It
turn.
has laser
It's
focus. There
now
are other
James's
objects
turn.
to bite.
It's the aneurysm meme.
It is now
There's
Zenith's turn.
options to chomp. I don't think that this Totodile listens to a point. You know what? Wish these two were close. No, I don't wish those two were closer because then I'd get murder sandwich. What's more intimidating, an Oddish or a Bellsprout?
I mean, they're both grass types. They're equally intimidating for Totodile.
One is hurt more than the other.
That is true.
2, 5, 10, 15, 20. This thing is getting scratched it in the face.
Yes.
All right. Before you do that, you will provoke. You will trigger Melly's held action, which is when you are within 15 feet. She will use Vine Whip because it has a 15-foot reach.
Nah.
Is it a melee attack?
Crap.
Technically, yes, but it has a 15-foot reach.
Okay, because I'm wondering if the move counter would work against this.
You would have to be right next to the opponent. So in this case, no.
Okay.
Good news for you. That's a 7 to hit.
That does not hit my AC. I'm sorry. This.
I imagine not.
Chompy too stupid to take damage.
Local baby crocodile too stupid to be hit by Bellsprout. So Melly shouts out, it's like, now's your chance, hit him! As Bellsprout extends out its little whip hand and then just it you know what, I'll flavor this. It does smack the upside of Totodile. Totodile doesn't care. Totodile too stupid to take damage.
Totodile too zoomed in on attacking.
Totodile too focused on bite.
It doesn't even know bite. It knows scratch.
Alright, well go ahead and roll the hit.
Gotta use scratch.
Scratch.
I just love the thought of when he gets a bite, he's just like, I can use my mouth to fight?
I've just been using it for chaos this entire time.
I can use this to
I can
fight
do good in this
Pokemon instead
world.
of my trainer?
All this time, I can finally do good in this world.
Anyway, go ahead and roll scratch.
That's a 7.
That is a 7. So, unfortunately, in much the same way that Totodile has taken no damage, it closes in towards Dancer, the Oddish, but local Oddish too small to be scratched by Totodile. As it tries to go in, but it whiffs and accidentally just breezes over its little head leaves.
He's not used to using his little arms.
I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could use your D6 from Helping Hand, but you'd have to roll pretty high to hit.
Yeah, you probably have to get a 5 or higher.
Yeah, so.
Might be best.
Nah, we'll save it.
Okay. All right, with that being said, it's now Chaz's turn. Chaz is like, all right, they got in close. You know what to do, Dancer. Hit him with the absorb.
Oh.
All right, that is a 19 to hit.
Okay. I don't know if that one counts as melee or not. I don't know if I could smack this thing in the face.
Oh yeah, absorb is melee. So what do we got? So we're going to roll. Okay, all right. That's 1 damage doubled to 2 because this thing doesn't have a dexterity. So Totodile takes 2 damage from absorb.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right. It's just, that's just how the dice roll sometimes.
That's fine. It's perfectly fine with me.
Did you want to counter? Did you want to do something else?
You know what? I don't think I'm going to this time. It doesn't seem necessary at the moment.
All right. And then after that, Chaz is going to be like, that doesn't look too bad. Hey, Millie. Yeah, Chazzy. I think it's time for our special attack. As they're going,
no.
as Oddish is going to move 5'10" and get itself into position. It is now Mellie's turn. They're going to move 5'10" and engage the murder sandwich.
Yes, their patented move.
Which is to say they are now flanking Totodile and they will get advantage on their attacks.
One of them needs to die.
I mean, look, okay? They fight good together.
Just because doesn't mean you can also make a murder sandwich.
I mean, that's true. You can do that.
Have the EV move here, then this thing is screwed.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's the thing. This is a water type. She actually probably would. She would go for that. She's gonna be like, "All right, Billy, try again. Hit him with the vine whip." I love them, by the way.
They're funny as hell.
They are freaking hilarious. I love these guys.
I do eventually want art of them. Oh wait, that's right. They get advantage because they have the murder sandwich. That was going to be an 8 or... there we go. That's a 21 to hit. Vine Whip does not have extra effects. Yay, advantage. I dropped my dice. Okay, there we go. That'll be 5 points of grass damage, doubled to 10.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that sounds like a good time for a Totodile to sit there, turn around, and try to headbug a Bellsprout.
Yep. Absolutely. You're going. Hey, why didn't you tell me what you're doing?
You know, I'm gonna use counter because this Totodile. I would like to think that Totodile gets hit with the Vine Whip, is like leaning back a little bit, thinks about it, and then just like headbutt.
I like to imagine it gets hit because right now it's engaged with Dancer, but it gets hit in the back and then just kind of looks back over to Bellsprout and then basically does a reverse suplex on itself to headbutt into it.
Just bonk.
All right, go ahead and roll counter.
I use the Bellsprout to hit the Bellsprout.
That's a dirty 20.
A 20 will absolutely hit the broadside of a Bellsprout, yes.
Women would light up the world. That's why it's called broad daylight.
I get it.
So he's taking 2 damage.
Well, you have the 6 die from helping hand.
It can't add to damage.
I see.
Yeah, when you are hit by a melee attack, you can use a reaction to make a melee attack roll against the creature doing fighting damage. It's unsuccessful hit. Okay. Yep, that will be 2. Honestly, I may buff counter in the future, but for the time being, that is 2 fighting damage, half down to 1. Wait, does it say it do fighting damage, or is it typeless?
This is fighting.
Yeah, it does say fighting. Okay, yep. So
Grass resists fighting.
Poison resists fighting.
I do. Cool.
And these are grass poison.
This is like the worst magic for Totodile.
It kind of is. All right. With that being said, that is Melly's turn. Evie, Eerie and Evie, you are up.
Stop playing with my mouse, please. Thank you.
You can move diagonally as well.
But if not toy, why toy shaped? Here, I'll just do
that. I don't mean to do them. Can move diagonally.
All right. You also engage the murder sandwich.
Gotta use covet on this bell sprout.
Okay, I was going to say you get to roll with advantage, but that's a natural 20 for covet.
Yep.
Hey, you can roll again. See if you get 2 nat 20s. See if you get a
sure.
charm.
Go ahead and click it again. See if you get a double nat 20. No. Okay. All right, but that will be 2d10 plus 12 damage.
2d10 plus 12. I'm sorry. It's what?
2d10 plus, or not 2d10. It's 1d10 plus 12 damage because of the critical.
Okay. 1d20.
10.
10.
Because you already hit.
I
you got a critical.
Plus 12.
Plus 12, yes.
19.
Okay. That's 19 damage on Bellsprout. It's not looking great.
And then
it's taking 20 damage total.
And it still has my previous helping hand action.
How is it still up?
Yeah, and you can't helping hand
it's level
yourself.
2.
Exactly.
Oh.
Harmony, covet!
Harmony just like, Eeply! It's seeing Totodile, its recently made friend, getting hurt badly by that vine whip, and it just rushes in and just crashes directly into the Bellsprout. It would have taken an item, but they don't have items. Because God, why would I put Pokemon with items in front of you? You're level 1. I'm not going to do that. But nevertheless,
inflict that pain on us.
Yeah. Nevertheless, it looks like Bellsprout. It's still up, but it looks hurt. Like Eevee did a solid number on it.
Good job, Eevee.
And Melly over there. Melly shouts from over there. So like, oh, look at that! You got some fight in you after all. That's fine. I like them feisty.
No.
With that being said, it's now Xena's turn.
You know, I'm gonna say that the lovely Zenith has been very quiet this entire time for very good reasons. But this Totodile is turning around and smacking this plant with a scratch.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're attacking Bellsprout then?
Could I use it? I have one left.
Oh well, hold on. Who are you attacking? Dancer or Bellsprout?
The Bellsprout.
Okay, you have advantage because Eerie is flanking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yay!
You have engaged the murder sandwich.
Plus the +6.
Okay, so I don't have to use an as I have written it on my character sheet, insertation.
All right. Yeah, yes, a 15 will certainly hit.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll do /roll 1d6. It's taking 5 damage.
You want to know how much health it had?
1.
4.
Really?
The critical took a chunk out of it. So with that, Eevee crashed into it with a covet, and then following up, Totodile sees this and just like, oh, it's like opportunity knocks, and then comes in with a scratch across the face, and that's just enough for Bellsprout to be defeated. Melly just steps out and recalls it. It's just like, it's okay, Belly, you did your best. You got him here, right, Chazzy? Chaz is like, don't worry, doll. I'll take it home.
I wish I had a vomit bag.
You know what? I do know what else this Totodile is gonna do, because you know, this Totodile watched the other guys do it. 5, 10, 15.
Okay. I imagine you're going to just like move around from it because you can't move across from it.
Yeah, it's just because it was here, so it'd be 5.
Yep. And then
5,
10, 15.
10, 15, 20.
Yep,
the thing has a 30-foot has a 30-foot walking speed. It can do
You're good.
this.
You're good. Alrighty.
You're gonna get
Real quickly though, how good is Totodile looking?
uh yellow.
Okay, good to know. All right. He's gonna be like, he's like, all right, Dancer, you know what to do. Keep up the pressure. Use absorb. And we're gonna roll the hit Totodile. Boy, are we. Okay, that is a 14 to hit you.
That just beats it.
All right. So gonna roll here. Oh wow. Okay. So you take 2 grass damage, double the 4.
Okay, now I'm actually in danger.
And he's gonna make this annoying for you guys. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna
Oh
move up.
wow, fun.
We're gonna move up here. That'll be their turn. Eerie, you're up.
All right.
Dancing around each other.
I mean, yeah, that's the idea. Look, they're not like totally stupid.
Like that. 1, 2, 3, 5.
You can move diagonal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you could do. I mean, don't get me wrong. The best you could do would be to get here, but
Yeah.
even still, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Because if you get here, then on Totodile's turn, he can just move up one, and he's murder sandwiched.
We can do that.
There you go.
All
All right, you have moved to there, and what would you like to do?
We are going to use.
All right, 15 will hit.
Killer.
Go ahead and roll damage. 1d10 plus 1. Yeah.
11.
Oh wow, max.
Crit. Hell yeah. This
Yay!
Evie likes
Dang.
friend.
Evie can't fight to save itself to save its life, quite literally against a Rattata. But when you hurt friends, that's when it jumps in. That's when
You hurt
Evie
the
starts to crash
Totodile.
the fuck
That
out.
is my best friend.
So Evie, just mad with the power of friendship, rushes up past Totodile, and then once again, with a little less power but still significant, crashes into the Oddish, and it seems to have done a significant chunk of damage.
Harmony, trumpets. Evie.
Evie, bye! Boom! Just glomps onto the thing. That's Erie's turn. Totodile, you're
Were
up.
there any items to steal?
There were not.
The first thing the Totodile does is waddle his biting butt
You're really
up
just
here,
now.
so we can have the sandwich of murder, because we don't
You
have
have-
3 people, so we can't make the fuck box.
You have engaged the murder sandwich once again.
And it's getting the only attack that actually kind of does anything. It's getting scratched in the face.
All right.
Yes.
You roll with advantage because of flanking.
Hey.
All right, roll again to see if you crit.
No.
All right. Well, you'll still hit with a slutty 20.
6 plus 1. It's a 4.
4 damage. Oh man. Oof. Ow. Oof. Man. Yeah. It's not looking super hot.
Yeah, that's all I could do for that. But
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. Doop, doop, boop, boo. Yeah, I think the only thing really there is to do is to see if we can maybe take out the Totodile. He's gonna be like, okay, Dancer, I know he's not looking good. We gotta keep him strong. And there, I mean, you know what's coming. It's absorb again.
Ugh.
Who knows? Maybe he'll crit. He did not. That is a 5. That is a 5 to hit
That
Totodile.
does not hit my Totodile. That does not hit
No,
my
no, it
bitey
does not.
boy.
No, it does not. That is Dancer's turn. It's Yuri's turn now.
All right.
We have all this going, and then just Jet playing music in the background for us.
Yeah, right. Jet. I mean, Jet is shredding on his guitar right now.
You said that Jet is
He's
They're
helping,
just a
okay?
band.
He does.
All right. Evie is actually going to use Wish.
All right, that'll be your second one.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you putting?
Totodile.
All right, Totodile, you have been given a wish.
Harmony.
I don't know what
Wish.
that means.
Evie.
I wish to bite this table.
Let's see here. At the end of your next turn.
Yes, it's the end of my next.
So Totodile has been given little sparklies.
Oh.
Who
Sparkle
knows
boy.
what'll happen after that? Anyway, Totodile's turn.
Well, I think Totodile kind of only knows like a couple things that it can do,
Yep.
and one of those is violently flailing its arms in a vain attempt to scratch things.
Sounds good to me. Go ahead and roll the hit.
With advantage.
With advantage. Yep, that'll hit. This poor Oddish just sandwiched between these two Pokemon. It's like, Oddish gets scratched. It's just being scratched repeatedly.
After being crashed into by Evie.
Right.
Nothing against you, but everything against your trainers.
Okay.
It's a
all right.
6 damage.
That is just enough. With Evie blocking off the routes of escape, Totodile just flails its arm rapidly as it scratches into into Oddish, and that is enough to take it down.
Yes, this tag team.
Tag team.
Tag team.
If I was able to move, Totodile would move one closer and give Evie a high five.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a movement action.
You know what?
Me.
He gives Evie a high five.
Evie is quite pleased.
Yeah. Chaz is like, all right. Wasn't thinking we'd have to show him off. Wasn't thinking we'd have to show him off this early. I call you.
Oh, Tim. Ari would have Pokedex both Oddish and
that's fine. That's fine.
It's like, well, might as well get some
Ari's
data
making sure that we're Pokedexing everything.
Yeah, it is just assumed that you guys are Pokedexing everything.
Not for me, apparently.
Well, I mean, maybe dispel that for me then.
Nah, don't worry.
All right.
Now, when it comes to deltas, because only one of us has a Delta Pokedex.
Right.
Yeah.
So
In this one, we all do at least.
Yeah, right. How convenient that is. Anyway, Chaz was gonna throw out a Pokeball after recalling Dancer, and he's just like, all right. Looks like we gotta show up. Get him, Zaza. As Chaz throws out a Venonat.
It's called Zaza.
It's called Zaza. That's capital Z-A, lowercase z, capital A.
Okay.
Love that. Totodile has went from high-fiving Evie to target acquired.
It's just new bite target acquired. That being said, it is now Zaza's turn. And I can't help but notice that you're in range of something. It says like, oh no more of that. Zaza, hit him with Disable. Totodile, make a Wisdom save for me. DC 12, please.
Does he still have my 6 from Helping Hand for saving throws?
They do.
Sweet.
Plus Wisdom.
Yes,
okay, so
Wisdom.
What? No, uninstall.
How does a critical 20 sound?
Okay, great, awesome. You are not disabled.
You cannot take the scratch away from the scratchy boy.
Is and with
You
that
can
being
take the
said,
scratch, but you can't take the scratch.
and with that being said, he's gonna be like, "All right, now hop on down." 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. We're gonna hop away. Get not in melee get not in melee range.
That makes it.
That makes it a not a my turn.
Yeah, it is. It makes it Erie's turn.
Tim, how do I do the line thing like C?
Oh, that's with the ruler.
Ruler?
Yeah.
The little measure thing.
Line?
It'll be whatever
Yeah,
color you
yeah,
have
so
for
you
like
go
your
over
little
here,
thing.
click and
I need to
hold,
pick
and
one
then
that
you
isn't.
drag.
Okay.
For you know, for
There's
when we're
enough you
playing
to
with
do
this
for
one, we'll be
you.
blue.
You could spend your action to dash to get double your movement.
Here I do that.
Yep. Or you could use struggle, which has a range of 60 feet. Which the Venonat is in.
Amazing.
Okay, now how do I get it? Oh, there we go. Now, how do I get out of this now?
You click the little one that looks kind of like your mouse cursor, but without the little bottom bit, and that's how you can
Like
grabby thingies.
Like that.
Press this guy.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. Yep. So there are 6.
Okay, and Evie will use struggle.
All right. 14 will hit. So that's 3 damage off of Venonat.
And it's the end of my turn, so total dial gets its wish.
Yes, yes, it does. So you roll for that because that's your thing.
Okay, so it's 3d8 plus 1.
All right. Totodile gets back 9 HP.
Wow.
Hey, that's a good amount of
It's
HP.
better than nothing.
It is better than nothing.
Actually, at level 1, that's actually a lot.
Wow.
But yep,
Yeah,
that's now it's Bitey Boy's turn.
cool. Bitey Boy's coming over here because that's where Bitey Boy belongs. Is with his bestest friend, the
Yep,
Eevee.
yep.
And then
Bitey
this
and
thing
Harmony
is
together forever.
not within my other ranges, but is within my struggle range.
It sure is. So go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a 14.
14, as we have established, does hit.
And then it's gonna take 3 damage.
Another 3 damage. Oh boy, Zaza's in the yellow. Right. Zaza's turn. It's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Hop away, and you know what? We're still cool. We're targeting Totodile. We're gonna try struggle. That's a 17, which will hit. So that's 3 damage off a Totodile.
Don't worry,
Ouchie.
he had 10 back. He had 10 back.
Yeah, right. This has become a struggle fight.
Again.
That is true. Anyway, It's Erie's turn.
All right. We are going to move there for 25 feet.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
All right. Harmony, use covet.
You're gonna run out of covets. I hope you know.
What else am I gonna do?
I know. I'm just saying.
We will go to the Pokemon Center and have a long rest shortly, I'm sure.
One roll for damage.
I sure do, buddy. I don't remember what the damage is, so just 1 second. 1d10 plus. 9.
9 damage. All right. It's now back up to Totodile's turn. Then Zaza is looking like they're not doing great.
Oh, wooshy, 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 whoosh.
They whoosh. They bonk. But do they
They
bite?
whoosh. They sprint. They scratch.
They flank with friend.
They do flank. You get advantage.
Hey,
This
these two
Venonat
people
did.
flanked this Totodile once, and now this Totodile's like, this is my new goal.
Man, I can't believe you beat them with the type advantage. With them having the type advantage. Yep.
I mean,
Yes. Okay. This
it's
thing has
happened before.
this thing has 1 health left. So go ahead and you tell me what happens.
You know, the Totodile had come from over here running. Yeah, come from over here running and flailing his little arms, where he just full on just crashes into the Venonat.
Ah, okay. They pull an Eevee. I see.
It's less of scratching and more of this thing has been body tackled.
Yep, it sure has.
I mean, it was working for Eevee.
Chaz will recall this Venonat and the two of them just look to each other. It's just like, well, it seems that we lost, which means retreat. As first of all, I'm gonna.
Do they drop any money?
Yes, they drop money, you savages.
Tim, with my thingamajiggy.
Yes, your peanut berry.
Yes.
I know.
Did I get calculated for that for the first fight?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you did. Oh, that was for the Rattata.
Yeah.
That sucks
Yeah.
super hard.
Yeah. You did calculate that for me, right, with the 40?
No, I did not. What was it? A 20% boost, I think. Okay, so I will pull out a calculator. I'm quite sorry. I totally
I mean, I didn't remember either.
Yeah. Okay, so add an extra 8 EXP for that.
And you add an extra 8 EXP.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I will.
And whatever the EXP is for this.
Mm-hmm.
Which I honestly did not think we were gonna win. I mean, I thought
They were a level higher and they had a type advantage. I'm genuinely surprised that you guys pulled this off.
The Totodile
Nice. I knew you guys could do it.
understands
You guys
Zenith's
clearly had
rage.
the advantage. Oh.
It seems that in fact teamwork makes the dream work.
It do. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything
AKA
is
stream.
awesome.
We should not have won that, but instead we powered a friendship.
It is just
I
can't be beat.
I didn't say that. They were level 2. It was very much a winnable fight. It was just a difficult one. Anyway, they run off a direction. They run off this away. But yes, they will have dropped they will have dropped 100 money for each of you.
Good.
Yay!
100 more than what I had.
And also what you call it, Eevee and what you call
Toadie.
Totodile will have both gained 120 EXP.
Hey.
Pretty good.
Yay.
Am I level 2 now?
You are close.
Ow.
Don't forget that she does get the or no, because was it just one encounter
was-
that gets the
Yes, it was. Yes, the peanut key is strong, but also very finite. It works on the next battle that you do, which in this case was the Rattata.
That was the Rattata. Yeah.
If she had had it for this battle, Eevee would be level 2. But oh well.
No, that
Yes.
is the way the cookie crumbles.
That all being said, however, I think with the two of them running off, the three of you, enjoying the two people's victory and Jet doing support. Unless anyone has anything they want to say or do or anything else, we will go ahead and end tonight's session with that.
Yeah, successful episode 4.
You know what, Tim?
Hi.
I did this on Friday, and I'd like to do this again today. Can I play some brisket for the biscuit with a fake card?
Oh,
what you wanna do?
I'd like to do a fate card where you.
Oh boy, a
I
card,
I
a
will
fake
join
card.
this.
Oh, then we got 2 fake cards. Do I hear 3?
No, you do not. I have no faith in the fake cards.
But
Come
you
on,
do
Steph,
have
join
1.
us.
Come
Join us.
on, peer
Biscuit for
pressure.
the biscuit.
Please,
Biscuit for the biscuit.
please, come on, come on.
No, no, it's fine. If she doesn't wanna use a card, then she
Oh, you
Trust
don't
me,
have
you do
to.
not
I
want
just
me to
have been
use a
in the
card.
want
We
then she
to
can
use
be a
cards.
coward.
Only
Listen,
cool
I am
people
not gonna
pull
be the one
cards.
that curses this team tonight. We won the grass fight. I beat the Rattata. I've used up my luck for the day.
That being
I
said,
just 90% of gamblers quit early.
yeah, right. No one who's won at gambling has ever said that. No one who's never gambled has ever won at gambling.
There's a
Exactly.
what?
All right, okay. All right, okay. So to start off with, Shade, you were the one who said it first, so we're gonna start with you.
Do we want to
Uh,
explain to the stream how these fake cards work?
I am. So I have with me here a deck of Pokemon tarot cards that I got off of Etsy. That they're really nice and definitely look them up. There should be like the first or second result or something like that. I can also probably shout out the actual creator at some later point. But they're really nice and I like them a lot. And what's going to happen here is, Shade, you're going to tell me, am I going to draw 1 or 3 cards? And
You're
then
gonna draw
depending
three
on
cards.
3 cards. Oh boy, which one of them do you want?
I want the middle card.
Okay. All right. So there's that. There's that. And there's that. Alrighty. And so now that that a card of fate has been drawn, I'm gonna we're gonna take a picture of it and we'll send it first off into the chat, but then I'll throw it into the stream here. And depending on what card you get, is some wacky effects happen because it is destiny, you see.
Oh yeah.
So to start off with, Shade, you have gotten. I'm gonna. Well, I have to throw this in the text to voice, but then I'll show the thing on the just on the Roll20, I suppose. But yeah, you have gotten a start card.
It was
Yay!
it was hopefully I get that too. That's because that's kind of the reason I was also drawing a card.
Well, too bad.
What does the star card do?
You find out. That is how the fake cards work.
Yeah.
But I'll drag and drop so everyone see. Wow, look at the arts. Look at how beautiful this card is. Isn't it beauticiously beautiful? Ignore the glare and the shadow from my phone. I'm very sorry. I'm not good at this.
You almost can't see the
It,
Butterfree.
I
Good job.
approve.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at this.
Yeah. What did you say I did again?
I didn't.
Ah,
But good job trying to trick me.
yeah.
I know
It's
what it
okay. I already
is.
know what it does.
But yes, for the time being, Shade, you can go ahead and add the star card to your inventory, and it
I
will.
did. I stapled it there aggressively.
Yep, yep, yep.
Is it good?
Stapled
Do we want
aggressively.
this?
I mean, it's nice. It has a nice effect. But yes, and now next up on the wheel of torment is Gem. You also know the drill. You can continue to ride Shades high here, and I draw from the deck as it is now, or I can reshuffle the cards back in, and you have a chance at getting one of the ones that have already been got.
You know, we'll go bold today. We'll reshuffle and from the top.
All right, reshuffle and from the top.
From the top row.
Do 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 do
Do,
do.
do, do. You know,
There goes our
you can
monetization.
definitely tell we all have this a brand of ADHD.
Yeah, right.
We all have some brand of neurodivergence.
All right,
You do have a
Facts.
brand.
all right. From the top, here we go. One of the one of the more common ones, it seems.
Uh-huh.
And what does that one do?
Get hanged,
Wouldn't
man.
you
I'm
like
gonna.
to know?
Yes.
Maybe draw one and find out.
You know, I feel like you actually sent me the doc back when you were first making these.
I showed you the dog. I didn't send it to you.
What did I get?
I'm trying to take a picture that doesn't have glare,
Good luck with that.
which is very difficult.
Yes, it is.
Eh,
One of these days, we'll have to sit down and
Glare
we'll
be
have to just
gone.
take pretty pictures of all of them, put them in a file so that whenever we pull them in this game, they're just available.
I can just easily send them on. In all honesty, I may do that at some point. Anyway,
You probably have like 20 pictures of each card.
yeah, right. I already do. Anyway, and there you go.
Hey.
Oh,
You have gotten
hey!
a chariot card. So I
I
will
don't.
explain partially of what this does. You will yeah, this is a card you will staple aggressively onto one of your Pokemon, and it will gain some boons.
What's a
I
boon?
wonder which one.
I wonder which one of your one Pokemon is getting a chariot card.
Yep,
What's a
Jenny. She's got the chariot now, which
Yeah,
honestly could be pretty useful.
could be. So this one is one you actually do get to know what does. Chariot card increases your Pokemon's movement speed by 5 feet, I believe.
Hmm.
I need to double
Hmm.
check my fate card documents.
Uh,
Here
let's
it
see.
is. Yep.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Yep. The so yes, the Pokemon increases all movement speeds that it has by 5 feet. So it doesn't gain movement speeds, but if it say had a swimming speed, that would also be affected. And then
Hmm.
once per day, you may, when you make an attack roll of any kind, choose to have that attack automatically critically hit. If you do so, the next instance of damage that is done against you will also be a critical hit. So basically, it is a gamble card. It is a big damage, big risk, big reward kind of thing.
Crit given, crit taken.
Yep, 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 yep.
It's proven to be very useful.
I mean, with strategic use, it can be very effective.
I
But
cannot
yes,
wait.
that's two down. Unless somebody wants to make it a
Nope.
hat trick.
Nope. I do not. They both
Come
got good
on.
cards. I will get a bad one. I already know. Then we can save that for later.
I mean, there's no bad
You're
cards.
gonna
I
draw it
know there are certain
eventually. You
cards
might
I
as
don't
well
want to
do it
get. I
now.
know I don't want to get the tower for some reason. I have a bad memory of
You know
that
what?
one for some
Actually, if you
reason.
think about it, right now would be a great time to do a tower because we really don't have a lot of items that could go missing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tower. Ironically enough, Tower is one of those cards that the earlier you get it, the better it kind of is because you're getting it out of the way. You're getting it out of the way essentially.
Well, I have the Blue Moon ice cream. I don't want to lose that.
That is true. However,
It's
you man,
isn't it a
what was
key item?
yeah, no, it's not. But the funny thing is
Oh.
you could tower Blue Moon ice cream, and I don't actually know what that would do.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for
Amazing.
tuning in to our
Thanks
To
for
our
having.
show.
degeneracy, yes. But yes, with that all being said, thank you everyone who has joined us, and we will see you next time. Thank
Ba, ba, ba.